it is. Oh, what's so? Oh, what it is. Oh, what's so? Oh, what it is. Oh, what's so? Oh, what it is. Oh, what's so? Yo, welcome to one of the dopest shows on YouTube where we talk about everything under the sun as long as we get back to the money. Real conversations and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtney Edgar. Yeah. Listen, we got some fire topics for y'all tonight, but before we get to those topics, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit that bell notification, dog, because it's gonna help the type of people that like my type of content to rock out with your boy. You feel me? So let's go ahead and get into these topics. But before I do, let me do something really quick. Really fast, my G's. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. And plus, we want to wait for some people to get in on top of that too. So don't worry. Don't worry. How y'all feeling though? I'm feeling phenomenal. I'm feeling great, man. I can't complain. Life is good. Things are good. Everything is just on the up and up, man. Everything is on the up and up. Like I said, I'm going to continue to keep rocking out with y'all. I'm going to continue to keep showing up. Continue to keep giving y'all good content, and we gonna continue to keep blowing this thing up. So I want to go ahead and get into these topics, man. I want to get into these topics. We got a lot of things to cover, and in order for us, hold up, my bad. We got a lot of topics to cover tonight, man. I think we got probably like 7 some topics. And don't mind me today, man. If I'm fumbling over my words today, you know, I had a little concert downstairs in the living room with the Bad Bunny concert. So your boy had a couple of drinks. So don't mind me. But we still gonna get this work. We still gonna put this work in. We still gonna put these hours in. We still gonna lock in. All right. So, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. Let's go ahead and rock out on the first video. One of our icebreakers. Black women, gotta bring y'all to the front, bro. Come here. Gotta bring y'all to the front. I need y'all to sit front and center and watch this video. Then I'm gonna give my thoughts and opinions. All right, let's rock out.
And y'all had a good conversation.
Anywho, black bitches in the way. Hey, we're ready for questions.
What's your name?
Bro?
I'm Key.
And you?
Brady.
Why do you think it's appropriate to just run up in our interview mid-conversation?
I ain't gonna lie, they white and I don't give a fuck a whole page.
I never gave a fuck.
Are you just looking for attention?
No, never. I never gave a fuck.
We want to be fun and come for the video.
But if I'm in the middle of a conversation with two people,
I'm sorry, y'all. He feel disrespected. I'm
Did you have fun with it?
and then I'm good.
What? So what's the problem now? What's the problem now?
I mean,
We are girls. We are girls, aren't we? Anywho, what's next?
He feels I don't like his.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next?
I like her.
how much?
Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck about interrupting
What's
the conversation.
next?
These hoes love us.
What's next? Because they obviously do love us. So what's next?
What's next?
What do you think the men watching this are gonna think about you two?
Nigga, eat my dick.
Hey, everybody loves a hoe. I had never seen a hoe get turned down or a hoe not wife. So
We gonna start. This the first video of the fucking show, man. This the first video of the show. And you got these ratchet meatball penguin built bitches being rude, red hair, masculine as hell, ratchet as hell. Look what the fuck she got on, bro. Look at what this big broad got on, man. This big bowling ball built woman with legs. Look what she got built. Look what she got on. She was out of breath when she first walked up. And she got a fan because she got a lot of meat. She got a lot of weight on her. So, you know what I'm saying? She going to sweat a little easy. You know, you feel it? So she got to keep the fan on. and got the nerve to wear see-through leggings. Boy, this is wild work. But black women, this is the shit that people talk about. This, when people think of black women, that's what they see. They are the ones that's in the limelight. They are the ones that are a representation of you black women. They are the ones that get the limelight. They walked up. Clearly, they seen two of these women. They were getting interviewed by this man, and they had the nerve and the audacity to walk up in between them and start asking questions, talking about what we talking about. Rude as fuck. Now, of course, like the white women, they're gonna be apologetic, they're gonna laugh about it because they don't want no confrontation. They don't want. Look, I don't want any problems, pal. You feel me? They don't want no issues. They don't want no problems. They just want to have fun, get some drinks, maybe thought pocket it up a little bit. Other than that, they just kicking it, answer some questions from old buddy here. That's all they want to do. So, of course, they ain't going to cause no friction at all. But these bras right here, then you got one in the skirt talking about some suck my dick. Bitch, you feel me? Like, dog. What's up with y'all, folks? Black women, what's up with y'all? Oh, yeah, we're going to get there, Grayson. We're going to get there, Grayson. We're going to get there. Just bear with me, big dog. Lock in. We're going to get there. But I don't understand what's wrong with these women, bro. I don't understand what is wrong with these black women. And, of course, let me set the precedent by saying I know it's not all of y'all black ladies. I know it's not all of y'all. Y'all on a monolith. But these are the ones that always get the videos to go viral. It's always these hoes. These ratchet, bad built, ugly broads, red hair wearing, funky pussy smelling ass bitches, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, and I'm sorry if I went a little too hard. If somebody didn't like that, if someone didn't like that, I apologize. But at the same time, I really don't apologize. Look at her. Let me rewind it back. Just look at the entire situation. Look at this. Look at this. Shorty about 5'4". I guarantee she pushing 250. She pushing about 250 and got the nerve to wear see-through leggings and some Vans with a shirt where you can see her belly. Boy,
is in the way.
Look at this shit. Come in, step in the way, smoking, blowing shit in the air. She got her belly out, shaking and shit, out of breath.
We're ready for questions.
What's your name?
Look at it, out of breath. Look at this shit.
I'm Key.
Look at, I mean, bitch got high blood pressure, bro. Belly button sticking out, leggings about to rip in a second if she made the wrong move.
And you?
I'm ready.
Why do you think it's appropriate to just run up in our interview mid-conversation?
I ain't gonna lie.
And then I ain't gonna lie, I don't give a fuck. What you mean? You
They white and I don't give a fuck.
They white.
The whole page is me.
I never have.
Are you just looking for attention?
No, never. I never.
Yes, you are looking for attention. That's exactly what you're looking for. You thought that it was a good thing for you to do. You thought that you had the privilege to just go walk up between two white bitches because you already know that they weren't gonna apply any pressure upon you. They were just gonna sit back and kick it, and you were just gonna basically just bully them. Now I don't give a fuck. They white, but y'all say black people can't be racist. All right.
Okay, fuck.
We want to be fun and come for the video.
But if
Look at it. She's still trying to, and look, little shorty back here still trying to be nice. She's trying to be nice and respectful, patting her on the shoulder all softly and shit, trying to get her attention. Man, boy, all right. All I'm saying is this, ladies. That couldn't have been the situation with the man. That couldn't have been the situation where black dudes walk up and just jump right in front of men, jumped in front of two men, and they start talking about that shit. it wouldn't go down like that.
I'm in the middle of a conversation with two people.
I'm sorry, y'all. He feel disrespect down
Did you
below.
have a problem with it? I'm good. What? So what's the problem now?
And it's always the ugliest and the biggest bitches. That's always the loudest and the one to talk the most. Shut up. Why you want to be in front of the camera? If anything, you need to be hiding from the camera. You don't even need to be out in the street.
Problem now.
I mean,
we're girls.
You're girls, but yeah, you just said you don't care that they white. You don't care because they white girls.
Girls. Anywho, what's next?
Look at it. Look at her shirt. Look at this shirt. Look at that roll right there. Look at that roll. Look at how her belly just hang out. And you got the audacity, nigga. The audacity to wear see-through leggings. That's just foul. That's just foul, bro. Black women, y'all better start holding each other accountable. If nobody else, if you want to talk about holding black women accountable, if y'all say that y'all are girls, y'all better start holding each other accountable. I need to see somebody clip this video up and hold their counterpart accountable. They need to hold their black woman accountable. Black women, I'm talking to you. Y'all say that nobody can't say shit about you. You think that you think you above criticism. You call yourselves girls. So if you a girl, you need to hold your girl accountable. Cause that's not it, big dog. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit that bell notification, man. So let's go ahead and move over to the next topic of tonight. Speaking of street interviews, I'm not sure if y'all are aware of Papi Chulo. So Papi Chulo is an internet influencer, and he's made his money through I think selling courses or something like that. Selling courses, and I forgot exactly what the courses were. At one point in time, I did dive into it. I forgot exactly what it was. It was selling something. It ain't just courses. It's courses to do something though, to make money, sell products or something like that. But he's done fairly well for himself, and he got caught in the streets. And his simping ways, if y'all haven't known, if y'all have seen him on Let's Rant About It, with Randy, Anton Daniels and all those cats, right? Yeah, Papi Chulo is a big simp. If you don't know who he is, he's a huge simp. But I'm not gonna give all the story. I'm gonna let him tell it for you, and then we're gonna talk about it. All right. So let's go and watch this contradictory, and watch this how shit just backfires on him. It's crazy. So, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. Let's rock out.
33. And are you single?
Nah, married.
How long have you been married?
Since 2017.
So being married 8 years, how do you keep a relationship together that long?
Pay 100% of everything.
So it's a man's job to be a provider.
100%. You ain't a man if you're not a provider.
What gave you that mentality?
Man, I've been had it since I was young. I mean, shoot, if you look at the granddaddies and everything, they was taking care of the bills, and guess what? They was with grandma for the longest. These dudes be in relationships in and out because they not paying 100% of everything. That's the reason why they in washing machine ass relationships.
2 hours later.
Have you ever proposed to a woman before?
Yes, I did.
And how did that turn out for you?
Newly divorced.
But how long was your marriage?
8 years.
What do you think caused your 8-year marriage to deteriorate?
It's one of those crazy things, man. People can wake up and say, I don't want to do this. No matter what's built, no matter what legacies are in place, it's one of those situations where you can't control people, right? I can't control you. I can't make you do something you don't want to do. So, you know what I mean?
But did you provide in your relationship?
First month, quit your job. I'm here, I'm taking care of this. So I ain't had to see a bill in 8 years,
So even though you provided 100%,
right,
the marriage still failed.
Yeah, man. Married people want to be single. Single people want to be married. Rich people want to be poor. Poor people want to be, rich. Rappers want to be athletes. Athletes want to be rap. It's the other side look appealing. You know what I'm saying? And to people who married for a long time, you start hanging out with your single friends, you might miss that lifestyle. A lot of women don't want to be put up for real.
So was it you or your wife that filed for divorce?
On her time.
What's your age?
Papi Chulo. Hey, yo, Papi Chulo. Your way. Hey, your way. Come here, fool. Let me holler at you, fool. Dog, see what simping get you? See what simping get you? Yeah, bro, you ain't no real man if you ain't paying 100% of the bills. You ain't a real man. But see, what you failed to realize is this: all the things that you missed out on, you gave the most surface level answer that anybody could possibly give. Of course, for the most part, most men would want to take care of their woman. If they have the means to, most men would be able to say, look, I'm taking care of everything. You ain't got to worry about shit, right? That's fair to say. I would most likely say that majority of men would love to do that. Would love to be able to provide for their woman, 100%. And the woman don't have to do anything. Well, in regards to not having to go to a 9 to 5, right? But however, what you failed to realize, Mr. Papi Chulo, you forgot about character. You forgot about building foundations. You forgot about making sure that you both are on the same page and on the same team. You forgot about letting them know that, look, you ain't bigger than the fucking program. You forgot to mention all of that shit. You forgot to mention everything. But yeah, you was walking around with the Louis Vuitton bag. Everything was sweet. You talking about a month in, talking about, hey, bro, I'm going to take care of everything. You ain't even got to worry about it. Nigga, you crazy. I don't give a fuck how much money you make. I don't care if you big balling, shot calling, billionaire status. Absolutely not. Ain't happening. A month in, you talking about you want to pay for everything? I want to pay your bills. Nigga, you already leading with money, homie. That's your problem. Most of y'all lead with money, and that's why y'all get finessed. And correct me if I'm wrong, Papi Chulo. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was a single mother that you had got with. That was a single mother that you got with. And you led with money. Instead of leading with the intangibles. Making her work, because if you came in and you already setting the precedent that you are that dude, that you are him, you didn't set no foundation in making her work for you, because I mean, apparently you're the prize, correct? So why didn't you set the tone from the beginning, letting her know that you are the prize? Like, look, this could be you. This could be your life. But I need you to understand a few key things before I decide to say that I'm going to take care of 100% of everything. You forgot to lay down that foundation. But niggas ain't a real man because they ain't paying 100% of the bills. That I still to this day don't understand that at all. I don't know who told y'all that bullshit. Because the real men that I know, the ones that been married 30 plus years and still married to this day, who took care of the household, who took care of bills, they didn't lead with the money. There were principles and foundations in place first, letting everybody know, nigga, you ain't above the program regardless. I don't give a fuck how fine you are, how many kids you done had, what's going on. You are not bigger than the program, neither am I bigger than the program. Once you understand that, we good. Now, she probably done finessed you. You probably paying child support. You probably paying alimony. Now, if you got it, cool. I'm not even counting your pockets, big dog. I'm not counting your pockets at all. But hey, and I'm pretty sure you're paying child support for a kid that ain't even yours. Regardless of how you look at it, you can look at it. Well, yeah, I raised that kid 8 years of my life, so that's still my kid too. Nope, that's another man's kid. Absolutely not. That is not your kid. That kid did not come from you. It did not come from you. So, but this is what happens. This is what happens when guys like this, they get a lot of money and they think everything shit is sweet. They play that simp role, just like a yada. Hey man, you better give her 3,000. If you ain't giving her $300,000, nigga, you a sucker, bro. Nigga, what for what? What am I giving you 300? What do you need $300,000 for? Let's be real. If you're not taking that $300,000 and investing into another property, rent, or some sort of investment that's gonna continue to level up the bag, bruh, what you need $300,000 for? I know you don't need $300,000 to go shopping. You lying to me. You lying to me, bro. You is lying to me. And I'm not listening to no nigga. I'm not listening to no nigga who tell me just to go get $300,000 and give it to somebody, give it to my girl, and because of the simple fact, just because. Nigga, you crazy. You is out of pocket. You is out your mind. And if any woman that hears this agrees with the shit that he's saying, good luck being single. Well, man, let me reverse. Good luck finding a good relationship and a good solid foundational relationship. Good luck. Because it ain't going to happen. It's going to be a situation just like this. You're going to be married for a minute. Boom. Divorced. Just like Tay Diggs. Just like Tay Diggs on Brown Sugar, babe. I get high on my love and do some more brown sugar. Want some more brown sugar. But now, just like you said in the movie on Brown Sugar, though, he was like, yeah, I'm about to celebrate my my divorce. That's how y'all gonna be, bro. That's exactly how y'all gonna be. Sitting out here listening to the shit like this, listening to this stupid ass rhetoric. Sorry, Papa Chulo, but bro, that's some dumb shit that you just said. Gotta call a spade, big dog. Much respect to you, but nah, you bugging. You bugging, homie. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure you hit the bell notification dial. So I wanted to dive into this immediately. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been a hot topic for a few days now. I pretty much all this week, and more evidence continues to keep coming out. But I guess he's a singer. Singer called named David D4VD. So I'm guessing that's David, right? There was a dead body found in his Tesla that apparently he didn't know nothing about. And also there was a body in the trunk of the Tesla, and it's been in storage for over a month or so. Yeah. So, and rumor has it he was dating this shorty, and shorty was 15 years old. But it was also stating that when he was 8, because I think he's 21, 20, somewhere around there. But he met Celeste at the age of 13. She was 13, I believe. He was like 18. But we're going to go ahead and dive into it. Let's get into it so we can get more information. So that may I just send you spewing out crazy shit. All right. So let's go ahead and dive in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm and hit the bell notification. Let's rock out. Because this about to get wild, dog.
Was the singer linked to a shocking discovery of a body in a Tesla? Human remains were discovered in the front truck of a Tesla registered to David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke, on September 8th. Just over 1 week later, the Los Angeles Medical Examiner's Office identified the remains as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, who was reported missing April 5th, 2024. According to records from the Medical Examiner's Office obtained by E! News, while her date of death was listed as September 8th, the day her body was discovered, authorities suspect her body had been in the car for some time, as it was, quote, severely decomposed. David is currently on a tour throughout North America and Europe for his debut album, Withered. He hasn't spoken directly to the investigation, but a spokesperson for the 20-year-old confirmed to NBC News he had been informed about what's happened. And although he is still out on tour, he is fully cooperating with the authorities. E! News has reached out to David's rep for additional comment, but has not yet heard back. The singer's career took off within the last few years, after he started to create his own music to score Fortnite videos he made for YouTube. He eventually moved to TikTok, where many of his songs went viral. Some of his early releases include Romantic Homicide and Here With Me. Just 5 days.
Hold up, before it goes there. So, what I just found out before we dive a little deeper into it. No, wait, no, I'll bring it up later.
Days before Celeste's body was discovered in his car, Fortnite shared David had written the very first official anthem for the game, a song called Locked and Loaded.
Y'all niggas needs painted nails, bro. Y'all bugging. Y'all killing me with these painted nails. But there's another video as well, so that way we can dive a little bit deeper into it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, we don't want that. Please advise.
So there's this old saying in show business, right? You're only as good as your last show.
Right.
Basically, your current value or reputation is determined by your most recent performance.
Facts.
David Anthony Burke, who performs under the name David, but he spells it D4VD. Better hope his Monday show in Portland was a good one, a really good one, because as things stand right now, it might be his last show for a very long time. You see, his team has announced that the rest of his world tour will be canceled as he finds himself embroiled in a homicide investigation. On Wednesday, the body in the trunk of his impounded Tesla was identified as a missing teen girl named Celeste Rivas Hernandez. This teen had been missing since April of 2024, and her body, dismembered and decomposed, was found in the car on September 8th. And since the identification, there has been rampant speculation that Celeste and David had been in some kind of a relationship. And a reminder for you, David is 20 years old, and police believe Celeste died just days before her 15th birthday. The connections between the two, or maybe just eerie coincidences, include the following. Both Celeste and David had matching tattoos, the word shh on their right index fingers. Celeste's mother says that she was dating a David when her daughter disappeared, and a photo of David standing in Celeste's.
Bring that back. Hold up, roll that one back. So the mama knew. Red flag number one. The mama knew that this 20-year-old was dating this underage girl. Got it.
Neighborhood before the teen disappeared. Then you've got the song by David, leaked in December 2023, titled Celeste, all about a girl he's in love with. TMZ has also acquired multiple photos and a video of David with a girl who looks remarkably like Celeste Rivas Hernandez. TMZ has also acquired a video reportedly of Celeste's former middle school science teacher describing how Celeste had run away to Hollywood with David after meeting him online. On Wednesday, the LAPD spent 12 hours searching a house where David had been living. So big developments this week. Sources say they were looking for blood evidence in the house and the garage. Neighbors remember seeing the Tesla regularly parked at that house, and it was abandoned and towed to an impound lot from the same neighborhood. It's not just David's world tour that has gone away. His record label, Interscope, has stopped promoting him and his upcoming album, too. He has been quietly uninvited from a September 24th show at the Grammy Museum. And there are reports that Crocs and Hollister have removed David from an upcoming marketing campaign. So that's quite a lot. Earlier, Ashley spoke to TMZ executive producer Charles about the ongoing investigation and its effect on David's.
Wait, hold on though. But hold up though. If you find a deep, here's my question. All right, so let's dive in a little bit. Let's dive head first in. Pause. First and foremost, it's a Tesla, right? So if we know the technology of a Tesla, don't them shits got cameras? And it can pretty much tell you, or you can see who and whoever was around or near that car, whoever did anything to that car. You would know that. Am I wrong? Because I personally don't have a Tesla. But I've heard stories about it. Basically, you got cameras, you can pretty much, it catches damn near everything. Correct? Okay. So if the car has been impounded, And apparently he's been on tour, but you don't know that your car is missing, but it's a Tesla. It's a Tesla. So you're supposed to, don't you get notifications on your phone? Isn't your car connected to your phone? So therefore, if anything is going on with your phone, you would know it. Or if anything, I'm sorry, not your phone, but if anything is going on with your car, you would know it. Am I bugging? Am I tripping right now? Make it make sense to me. You get notifications if anything is going wrong with your vehicle on your phone. Unless which I seriously, which I think this is so far-fetched, but it just might be. He may not have had his phone. Listen, I'm saying, listen, this may be far-fetched. And deep down inside, I don't even believe it. But I'm just leaving it out there for the possibility, because no evidence has come out in regards to what's going on with this Tesla, in regards to the phone that's connected to his Tesla. Second of all, who the fuck put it in storage in the first place? That's one. Because if he did it, he absolutely got connection. But why wouldn't he have his phone though? If it's his car, he would have his phone. But then again, why would you give your phone to somebody else to have? You see what? But you on tour. And you've been on tour for, did they say a month, right? They said a month. He been on tour for a month or so. And her body's been in that Tesla in the storage the entire time, correct? All right.
Career. Let's take a look.
I've seen reporting that Crocs and Hollister
What up, Miss Freckles?
have
What up,
dropped
Mika?
him from a new campaign.
JB, what's good with you?
You know what? I have not. I can't confirm that. I know that I know the reports you're talking about, and we've been trying to confirm that that they have. But that would be expected. And there have been other artists who have taken down songs that they collaborated with David on, and they removed them from some platforms just because they have seen what's going on. And until we know for certain, I think some artists will see David as kind of toxic at this point, and they don't want to be connected. This is the same thing we saw, and it's clearly not the same crime. And again, we should stress David has not at this point been named a suspect or person of interest. But we saw this happen with Diddy, right? When as soon as the raids happened, and that was before he was even charged, there were people who backed off and didn't want to be associated, didn't want to answer any questions about him. That's what happens in showbiz when you suddenly are the focus of things like this. All those people who are your friends go running for the hills.
It's not good for business. It's not good for branding. One last question. People in the neighborhood, what's the canvassing of this neighborhood been like by police, by reporters, video, ring cam? These are the kinds of things that really can often help solve crimes.
Yeah, we have spoken to several neighbors ourselves, and they say that, yes, police have been there. They've gone door to door. They've been asking for any videos. We've been asking for those videos also. And to this point, we have not found anyone who had video that would have helped anything in the case. But people in that neighborhood were aware of this house, and not in a good way. We've heard a lot of people say that there were a lot of noise complaints. In fact, this is really strange, is the latest one was last weekend. Now, clearly David was not there in the house, but somebody was playing loud music, and there was a complaint about noise just this past weekend. And we're told that there were a lot of parties in the past, and people in the neighborhood basically thought of it as sort of the problem house, that there were always young people. In a way, it does sound like sort of the way the complaints come around is like sort of older people in the neighborhood complaining about the young kids who are in this beautiful home, but having clearly in that home and having a good time and doing it with loud music frequently. So they were not, let's say, not well liked on the block.
Well, let me tell you, the police have pretty remarkable tools in their toolbox to figure out geolocating, alibi, all that kind of thing. So hopefully they'll be able to get to the bottom of this and find out who did this to this girl. I mean, she's a girl. She was a kid. This is so sad for her family, for Celeste, and, you know, a cautionary tale for so many parents as well. Charles, I always love talking to you. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your.
So here's my thing though, bro. I'm still trying to understand something. Either, okay, so I gotta play both sides here. It's his car, body in car, cameras on car, him phone, no notifications, I'm guessing. Or maybe he did get the notification. Or now that can't be possible. Yo, for the Tesla drivers, can you give access? Are you allowed to give access to other people to the Tesla, to your Tesla car? Are you able to give access to your vehicle in regards to like just the key in itself? I'm pretty sure you can, right? Because maybe again, until everything comes out, I gotta be objective as I possibly can, even though deep down in my head, deep down in my mind and my heart, I can't say it because nothing has come out. So I gotta ask the question. If you give them the hard pause key. For real though, if you give them, are you allowed to can you give access to your vehicle? You know, is there some way you can connect the key card or some shit to the phone or something like that? Or are you still able to give that person the key, whoever you want to look over your vehicle, you give them the key and they can do whatever they will with the vehicle as long, even when you're not there, but you can still track your vehicle on your phone? That could be a potential thing. But at the end of the day, it still comes back to how the fuck do you not know what's going on with your vehicle? You got your phone. You got your phone. You got your phone. So even if you just out here getting blitzed, you getting drug headed, you going to all these parties, you know, you going to all of these different sell your soul parties and all of this shit. At some point, you still gotta get your phone back, and you're gonna see the notifications on your phone. So I don't know. And then let's look at these lyrics. I gotta look at these. So I'm gonna show y'all two different lyrics, right? One from the actual song Celeste, and then the other one that I just found out about is called Romantic Homicide. So we're gonna read the Celeste one first. We're gonna read the Celeste one first. Let's go into this. So this one says, let me see, baby, I love you. So this is what it's like to need weed to get me high. I love it when you hold me, when you cry, just because, be my Valentine. I want to make Cupid suicidal. These are the kind of thoughts that cross my mind just because. I love you so much, darling. I would love to ease your mind. But you only open up when you get high. If I had the money, I would buy us time just to get by. Just to stay high. Oh, Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest, smear her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed. Oh, Celeste, afraid you'll only love me when undressed, but you look so damn gorgeous in that dress. Missing you so much makes me depressed. But I digress. Let's go to the other lyrics. Let's go to the other ladies real quick. I want to see something. I want to see something. Give me a second. All right. So to romantic homicide. But why? No, let's go to it right here. All right. In the back of my mind, you died and I didn't even cry. No, not a single fear. I'm not sick of waiting patient. Well, and I'm sick of waiting patiently for someone that won't even arrive. In the back of my mind, I killed you. And I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it. But it's true. I hate you. Interesting. Say what now? Say what? I beg your finest pardon, sir. Listen, listen, dog. Listen, bruh. Big dog. I can't judge you based on the court of public opinion. I can't do it. But all the stars are aligned, homie. You got to do your day. You got to do your time in court. So I can't say nothing. But family, it's looking real bad for you right now, dog. It's looking real bad. Ain't nothing looking good for you right now, homie. It's not looking good whatsoever. Boy, something better. A miracle better happen for you. A miracle better happen. Because there's absolutely no way. Hey, Mika, that's a fact. Listen, I don't disagree. I still say he needs time in court. They gotta go through it. They gotta do the due process. But boy, yeah, boy. Yup. Walk the plank, homie. You about to walk the plank. But hey, I could be wrong. I could be 110% wrong. But like I said, all the stars are aligning. All the proof is pointing to you. So listen. Your time is coming, bro. It's coming, big dog. I don't know what to tell you. Man, they can play the art angle, especially since she was more than alive when this song came out. Hey, look, they could play that too. That's exactly why I say. That's exactly why I didn't say that he was guilty. That's why I didn't say it. They can play an angle on it. There can be something a little more that we don't know. But from it, how everything is lining up right now, it ain't looking too good, dog. He about to go under, dog. He about to be reaching back, doing the spread. Especially because they see you with them painted nails. Ooh wee. Yup. His whole discography is definitely the biography of a menace. That's what I'm saying. Listen, bro. and again, let me reiterate it again. I'm not saying he's guilty yet until all the evidence comes out, until they actually convict him in court. So I'm not saying it, but all I am saying is this. It ain't looking good for you, big dog. It ain't looking good for you at all. It ain't. And the Tesla you talking about, you got a Tesla that's been in storage that had a body in it. You singing songs about her. You making songs about Celeste. You talking in the lyrics. You talking about how you, in your dreams, you unalived her, and you weren't upset about it. You didn't regret it. Then on top of that, your profile don't help the situation. Your entire profile, it don't help. So I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you, big dog. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure you hit the bell notification. Because this shit is wild to me. It is wild to me. You understand me? I don't understand it. But look, I want to go on to this next topic. Let's go to this next topic. Trae Young and Pat Bev. For those of you who don't know who Trae Young is an NBA athlete for NBA point guard for the Atlanta Hawks. And y'all know who Patrick Beverly is. He's also a former NBA player as well. Played on many different teams. You know, played on the Lakers, played on the Timberwolves, played on the... Did he play for the Clippers? I think he played for the Clippers. Played for... What's he played for? Did he play for the Rockets? He played for many different teams. But they are going back and forth. So I'm not going to really give the backstory. I'm going to let them give the story on it, and then I'll give my thoughts and opinions on it, all right? But before we get into it, Beyond Premeditated, Mika Lucas, in all honesty, Buddy is possessed and doesn't even know it. He didn't even do it, but he did. Hey, listen, that could be a thing. JB, that could be a thing. Buddy out here real demonized. He real demonized out here in these streets. Don't realize what he did. They probably got so drugged up to the point where they probably overdosed or some shit like that. Or she was only fucking with him because he was just to get some clout and he felt some type of way and he wanted to get with her low key, even though that's kind of wild in itself. Like, sir, you 18, nigga, she was 13. Sir, no, absolutely not. That's a whole different story in itself, but it also plays into the whole conversation too. Getting drugged, you drugging a minor, you know what I mean? Probably, and could be a thing where you was having sex with her. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing too. You probably fell deeply in love with her, and she probably just playing you for a fool, and you got pissed off because you got finessed, and yeah, one thing led to another, and then next thing you know, Tesla body car, you on tour, she in the trunk in the storage unit somewhere. Nah, fam. None of that look good. None of it look good. Well, let's go ahead and get to the other video though.
Finals. I've been to one conference finals. What year was that for you? Just another fact, you're not. The year I made.
Hold up. I'll get to you, Jay.
It was year 3. Just a fact. You want to know another one? You averaged 7 points and 2 is. I don't even know how I'm doing this.
Now, if any other all-star would have said something, I would have let it slide. But you out of all people, you had no room to say anything. You haven't done anything. So when it comes to criticism, why the fuck you can't be criticized? Like, what have you done where you can't be criticized? Like, we criticize Russell Westbrook, a 2-time MVP. Motherfuckers call him Westbrook. We criticize LeBron James, right? We criticize all these people. What? Who the fuck said you can't be criticized? Like, you haven't done anything. So until you've done something, yes, you have to be criticized. And you should appreciate it because the criticism isn't coming from a player who hasn't played. It's coming from somebody who's shared the floor with you. Left a mark in the NBA. Right? So, like, miss me with all that. Like, I'm with you the fast.
Left the mark on the NBA?
Person to 12,000 points, and you the fastest person to 4,000 assists, and you get scored on the most in the NBA. Empty stats, we call it. That's the truth. That is the hard truth, bro. Like, that's the truth. And use it as motivation. And it's gonna be motivation because you got on your platform, you said your thing, you popped your shit. I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you did, bro. Like, I appreciate that. It makes me sense. You got a sense of fire in you, but the truth is the truth, bro. You don't win. And until you start winning, it's when your word can become bigger. If this was anybody else, I'd take it. You know what, KD, you got it. I can't say nothing to you. What I'm gonna say to KD, Brian, you got it. But you, on the other hand, nah, you ain't got it. Humble yourself. Embrace the constructive criticism. Get better at that and move the fuck on. We don't have to keep going back like this a motherfucking YouTube debate. Like, it ain't that deep. Do you talk about uncomfortable? You talk about me coming to the league at what, 24? Do you know where I was at before you get the name and shit, right? We talk about being uncomfortable. You think you can make it out of second division Ukraine, right? You think you can go to Greece? Make a team, right? Make a team and get out of Greece and get drafted. You think you can go play in Russia for 3 years, make it out, still go to the NBA? You talking about uncomfortable? I'm the motherfucker that know uncomfortable more than anybody, right? But with all that, we go talk facts, right? Like, because I like to go facts. And anything I say, right, is don't take it how I'm saying it. Just take it, is it true, yes or no? Simple as that, right? Facts. This is a fact. Everyone that comes sees Trae Young, they get thrown out the building by their column. You hear me? Players come, they see you, they get traded. Coaches come, they coach you, they get traded. GMs come, they govern the team, and then they get fired. Everyone that sees Trae Young gets fired. That's the truth. That is the truth, right? No one has coach killer. Like, no one has. People are scared to play in Atlanta. This is the truth. I don't know if you know or not. Feel me? I really don't know if you know or not, right? Players don't want to come play in Atlanta. Coaches don't want to come coach in Atlanta. Lloyd Pierce, great young coach. Nick McMillan, phenomenal coach. Cooked when they came and saw you. Cooked. We're talking about coaches who had bright futures, right? People come see you after they leave you, they're cooked. That's the truth. When I was overseas, you can ask anybody, the man. When I was in college, the man. In high school, the man. Can you be the man and come to the NBA and be a whole nother different role? Can you be an offensive threat your whole career, come to the NBA, all of a sudden you're the best defensive player? These are your words, not mine. These are you saying words about me. I'm a great defensive player. Can you switch your roles and become a great defensive player? You mentioned all the guys.
I don't think it's a blouse. I don't think it's a blouse. Hey, look, I thought it was a robe. I don't know what kind of shirt it is. Look, though, low key, though, it looks smooth, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, what we got going on? I think it's like I think it's a shirt, though, that acts as a dress shirt. It just ain't got no buttons on it. Yeah, that's an interesting shirt. That's an interesting shirt.
Guys I played with, right? All the guys I played with, LeBrons, the James Hardens, the Kawhis, the Giannis's, the Dames, right? You name all these guys, right? But like, if I'm working out in Houston, James Harden is in Houston working out, not James Harden is working out at another place. Every time we see you, you're working out at another place. We never see you in the Hawks arena working out. What teammate, what leader? Like, I come to the Lakers facility, LeBron is there at 5 o'clock in the morning. I come to Milwaukee Bucks facility to get my work in. Greek is there already. James Harden has been there, practices, and he gonna come back that night. You're the only person we see on the internet never at your practice facility.
Nah, it's a blouse.
It's wild. It's wild. Like we gonna be real. Let's be real. That's real. You're not a great leader. Can you be a great leader? Yes. Yes, you can. Right? Right? Will it take this? Probably so. Regardless how it goes, it's gonna be good that comes out of this, regardless. Right? I hope this is motivating. Right? I hope that you get to the end of the year and you fighting for a playoff spot. I hope that this is so fucking motivating that this takes you to the Eastern Conference. I hope. Trust me. I like to see you at half court shipping them little ass shoulders. Right? But don't get it twisted, Trey. Like, don't get it twisted. When you talk about facts and basketball, these are facts. You don't win. People get fired. Simple as that. And we talk about like roles, right? We talk about what you say 7 points, right? Like that was my role, right? To make motherfuckers like you look good, right? To make motherfuckers who don't play defense, who are liabilities in the fourth quarter. If it's a tie game and the other team has the ball, you cannot be on the court.
I'll let him keep cooking in a second. But nah, big dog Beverly. You ain't finna do that. I don't even think Patrick Beverly is a good defender. I don't even think he's a great defender. I gotta call it a spade a spade. He's just like a gnat. He's just annoying as fuck on the court. He's not really guarding nobody. He ain't really cook. He's not really locking nobody up. Bron cooked them. James Harden cooked them. Kevin Durant cooked them. Who else? Who else was it? Dame cooked them. Holiday cooked them. Bro, man, it's a lot of niggas that done cook. That done cook them, bro. Like, nigga, nah, I'm sorry, Pat Bev. Nah, big dog. I can't let you get away with that. You just annoying as fuck on the floor. You just a gnat. That's all you are. You a gnat. Just like, man, get the fuck off me, bro. Like, you ain't. What are you doing? Like, you're not doing anything to alter my life or hinder my life or anything. Just annoying. Get out the way, bro. You in the way. Move. And then you barking a lot too. Yeah. Shut up. Just move, man. Get out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta call this spade a spade. When I look for a defender, I ain't looking for Pat Bev. Let's be 110%.
This is the truth.
I would look for Drew. I would call on Drew Holiday before I call on Patrick Beverly to play defense. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Everybody used to come want to play in Atlanta. Every coach used to come want to coach in Atlanta. Like, Atlanta is ATL shawty. Like, everybody want to be in the A. You got that? They've been awful. They've been god awful. The last point guard who held it down was Jeff Teague. You just on a pod with him. Was Jeff Teague. All-star. Also. Want the main player. Got farther than you. Like, so come on with all that, dog. I'm all with you, Trey. I'm all with you. The game needs it. The game needs you to be in the playoffs, right? You're the closest motherfucking thing when it comes from shooting the ball to Steph Curry. You're the closest motherfucking thing. The game needs you. But you got to sacrifice yourself more for the better of the team. And sometimes that means your game. Or sometimes that means your personality. Straight up. And that's all it is. Constructive criticism. Take it how you fucking want to take it. It don't matter to me. But don't take it personal. And I'm all with it, right? You call me anything. You call me crazy. You can call me delusional, right? But where I'm from, you have to be delusional to even make it out, right? I know you talking about me standing on the table, me with my jersey. Where I'm from, we celebrate all wins, even the minor shit. Where I'm from, we celebrate waking up and making it back home. We celebrate every fucking win. And that's your issue right there. Anybody can celebrate the big wins. Motherfucker, yes, you damn right. Took off jersey, stood on the motherfucking table, swung it in the air like this.
Rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe. But guess what? Kobe would tell you the same goddamn thing. Nigga, the job ain't finished. What you celebrating for? The job ain't finished, homie. Nah. What you celebrating for, nigga? This is a play-in, homie. No, we got more work to do. This ain't the time to jump on fucking tables and throw jerseys. This ain't the time. So no, Pat Bev, I'm sorry. Now I do agree with you in regards to if you come from a certain place, yeah, you need to celebrate the wins. 110%. But the way that you did that, nah, family. You always supposed to celebrate your wins. I say that to myself. I say that to everybody around me in regards to the closest friends, people in my circle. Listen, bro. Any win is a win. Whether it's a small win or a big win, it's a win. You need to celebrate it. Just because you put forth the effort to make it happen and you took a dub. That's the same way. I love to use my platform as an example. most people don't look at 1,000 subscribers as, oh, that's a lot. Yeah, it may not be a lot to somebody who already got 15,000, 20,000, 30,000. Cool. But for other people who struggle to get to 1,000, that's a lot. And it ain't easy to get to 1,000 subscribers. It ain't easy to continue to keep showing up. It ain't easy to continue to keep putting in work. It ain't easy. You're going to go through times. You're going to go through like, man, this shit ain't, I don't know if this shit working. Or you're going to go through the time like, damn, bro, like, what is it that I need to do to continue to keep this shit going, to continue to get this shit building? You know what I mean? So that shit is hard. So you want to celebrate the wins, small or big. You want to celebrate that. But the way that you celebrated that win, nah, family. It's hey, man, look, I'm glad we got that win. Cool. Yes, sir. Let's get it. I'm happy. Now we can move forward. Now let's focus on the next game. If you got to go kick up your feet for a little bit, like, hey, just to celebrate that deal, like, look, man, we played our ass off. We got to play in next week. Man, listen, man, let me kick my feet up, have me a drink of wine, relax for a second, clear my head a little bit so I can start focus, so I can make sure I'm ready for next week's game because we got a great opponent coming up. Listen, let's celebrate. We ain't go too hard, but we're gonna celebrate a little bit. That's it. So I understand what you're saying, Pat Bell, but at the same time, my nigga, you overdid it a little bit.
You damn right I did. Do it again. We celebrate all wins. For real. Get out your feelings. Right. Stop acting like a little boy. And when you talk, peep your motherfucking chest up and say it with heart. What are you talking about? Small wins. Yes, you celebrate everything. Every single thing. What are we talking about? It's basketball. But that's where I'm from. Feel me? You was in the house, I was in the field.
I've recently come to learn that a lot of founders and marketers don't quite know how to look up the competitors' marketing strategies.
I mean, if you want to go viral, let's go viral.
Oh shit. And so here's Trey Young's part of the video.
Hold the mic. What's up, everybody? No, it's not. Testing 1, 2, 3. Right? Is that good? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of From the Point by your favorite point. Let's get into it, man. Just wanted to chop it up with y'all. There's some things have been said.
What'd you say the name of that was?
Point.
Focal
Back
point?
to another episode of From the Point by
From
your
the
favorite point. Let's get into it, man.
From the point or focal point? What do you say?
Good. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of From the Point by your favorite point.
I guess.
Let's get into it, man. Just wanted to chop it up with y'all. There's some things have been said. Obviously, a lot of people talking right now. I hate we had to come to this. The tweet I sent out a few days ago, multiple days ago, I had already forgotten about. I'm gonna explain my tweet a little bit later, but right now, I just want to talk about Pat. This isn't the way I wanted to do things. Obviously, you can tell I'm getting ready for the season. You know what it is. We call it wolfing, getting ready for the season. Focus, I'm grinding. I don't really do this podcast thing every day. Since you do, this is a special episode for you. Even got my own mic stand, everything just for you today.
Also.
But for me, I wanted to just talk some facts. Actually, the whole time, that's all we're going to talk about. It's just straight facts. Let's talk about how you were a one-time first-team all-defensive player, a two-time second-team defensive player. Some accolades people can only dream of having. Not a lot of people in the NBA can even say that they've had those type of accolades. We naming facts. Those are unbelievable. Those are unbelievable achievements and things nobody can ever take away from you. You said it. You went to the playoffs 9 times. I've only been to the playoffs 3. You're right. You have 6 more playoff appearances than me. Let's bring up some more facts. You've been to 1 conference finals. I've been to 1 conference finals. What year was that for you? Just another fact, year 9. The year I made it was year 3. Just a fact. You want to know another one? You averaged 7 points and 2 is. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Like I'm really not even here to talk about my numbers, but here they are. Let's get into some more facts, actually. You talk about a winner. What have you won? Tell me, what have you won? And don't respond with that, like, sympathy. I won in life, I won in basketball because you did, man. You made it to the NBA. There's very few many people that can say that. But at the same time, bro, it's levels to this shit. And I don't respond to a lot of people. There's been a lot of things said about me over the years. There's been a lot of fake things that have been reported about me and in my time in Atlanta. And I've been quiet. But you, out of all people, should really know me. Out of all people that do a lot of talking for a living should know me. Just me and you. What you did versus me, what I did versus you. Granted, when I came into the league, you were going into year 7. This is different timetables, I get it. You're a little bit later into your career. I was 19, about to be 20, going into my rookie season. Do you want to know your age going into your rookie season? You were 24, your first year in the NBA. So you're talking about uncomfortable. Man, you don't know what uncomfortable is. Not in my world. We all had different things. We all had different battles that we fight with on and off the court. Me saying that doesn't make it seem like you ain't never been through nothing. Don't get it twisted. And that's why I'm not tweeting you. I'm letting you know face to face. We talking basketball here. You don't know what it's like to be in my position. You don't know what it's like to put these shoes on. You don't know what it's like, man. And that's why I'm here, having this conversation with you, having to clear up context with you. Because these same people that you saying were my teammates that were calling you, telling you that it ain't the Atlanta Hawks, it's the Trey Hawks. I'm sure they're the same people that have my number that you could have called me and asked me to have this conversation off the camera or off social media. Just like you asked KD to do when he tried to come at you today. I wanted to take that route that Jaylen Brown took with Stephen A. Smith and tell you to state your source. State your source. You in the media field now. I don't look at you as a player. State your source. Which teammate of mine told me that it's the Trey Hawks, it ain't the Atlanta Hawks? Because I would tell you myself, I have a lot of teammates I keep in touch with, a lot that I know you know. So I want you to state your source, because I know some guys that were my teammates that are in the media field. You can be the guy that changes this whole game. Just state your source.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000? Because I use Amazon AI. I'm going to show you.
It's part of it. I challenge you. But wait, we got some more facts for you. And this has nothing to do with any of the guys' legacies and players that I'm about to name, because to be honest, I didn't really want to mention anybody's name in this, because this is between me and you. You play with some big-time players, my guy. You talk about winning and impact winning and all these things. You've been on some teams with some big-time players. How about I go through a list of these guys?
Wait, hold up. Before he go through a list, let me pull up Patrick Beverly's Patrick Bell's stats real quick. Give me a sec. So Patrick Beverly's stats: games played 666. That's a crazy number. Yeah, that's a crazy number. 66. Yeah, that's wild. But points per game 8.3, rebounds 4.1, assists 3.4. Teams played for 7 teams over the course of 12 seasons, including the Rockets and the Clippers. So I did have that right. He did play for the Rockets and Clippers. Oh, okay. So I did have that right. Yeah. So those are his career stats. Those are his career stats. So just wanted for those of y'all who don't know who Patrick Beverly is, just wanted to throw those stats out there for you, just so that way you can get a little bit more context and insight on who's talking to Trae Young. But also, let me do this as well. So that way, because I know he showed it, but I'm going to show it as well, just in case you missed it. So Trae Young's career stats over the course of his six years in the season in the league. So games played, 407 games played. Points scored, 10,379. Yes, sir. Assists, 3,868. Excuse me, and rebounds, 1,400. So the stats reflect his performance over the course of 6 seasons in the NBA. So that's what we're looking at with Trae Young. So we know he big dogging over there at the Atlanta Hawks. All right.
LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Ant-Man, Cat. We're not even going to talk about how we celebrate play-in wins. I win play-in games on the road, and I'm ready to get to the playoffs. You win play-in games at home, and you standing on the scores table acting like it's a championship. We celebrate wins different, too. But let me get back to these guys. You've had some great teammates over these years that you've only been able to make the conference finals with because your impact was that strong. One time, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Sweet Lemon Pepper Lou, and Dwight Howard. I can go on and on. Them is just the Hall of Famers that I could just pop on the list right now. Let's not name some of the guys that I know may have listened to you when they was around you, but the way they act is not the way you act. Even from the young guys who are going to be future Hall of Famers. A guy who just won MVP, a guy who just won a championship. I know he looked up to you as a rookie, but you saw what happened when he left. But we don't even need to get into that. Some of them are still adding on to their legacies in the game of basketball. We're talking basketball here. In one conference finals to show for it, your impact for winning was very strong, huh? And this ain't no shot again to them guys, because I know from being in my shoes, I know how hard it is to win in this league. I know how much luck you have to have on your side to win at a high level and go play into June, like you said, because you play in June every year, huh? You've been able to play with all these guys, and you talk about impact winning. Where was your real impact in winning? I know you were labeled as a tough defender, a great defender, and the accolades say that you were. But I promise you, anytime you was on the court with me, I was never scared of you. I was never scared of Patty Bev. I promise you. And as you can tell, Patty don't scare me now. And also, let me clarify my tweet for you, since you want to do it.
Hey, listen, hold on. Listen, that little laugh was kind of sus. And he said, hold on, fam. Hold on, fam. Listen, I'm fucking with you, Trey, but still, bro. That shit was kind of soft though. Pause. You feel
Don't
me?
scare me now.
Watch this.
And also, let me clarify my tweet for you, since you want to do it this way. Relax. Let us speak for ourselves. It's simply just that. Let us speak for ourselves. Some of us have different opinions than others. But if you have somebody who's a non-all-star, who's never been to the all-star game, never even had a chance, or even felt like he had a chance when he was playing in this league, say that the guys who are all-stars take the game for granted when we playing. I can't speak for every all-star that's been there.
Say word. Hold up. Breaking news, people on Twitter are saying David and his bodyguard were just arrested. Hold on. Let me go find out. Let me go see if that information is true. Let me see. Give me a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some in it. Let me see. Well, they said that they canceled all his tours. That's what they said. They said they canceled all the tours. Oh, he behind bars? Oh shit. Hold on now. Give me a minute. Hold on. Let me go in here and dig. Let me dig a little bit. Let me see. Oh, and he was talking to Celeste too? I don't see nothing saying that he got arrested. He behind bars. I don't see anything about him being behind bars either, though. Let me see something. Hold up. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, I'm not saying anything. They're saying he hasn't been arrested yet. I'm not saying anything on that yet. Nor am I seeing anything about the bodyguards. All I see is that all his tours were canceled. His tour was canceled. But they said that he has not been arrested yet. That's all that I see.
Yeah, I can always.
You said go to TMZ? Let me see. Let's look. Well, let's check out TMZ then and see what they're talking about. Yeah, again, I don't see anything in regards to even on TMZ. The latest thing that I see about David is that they canceled Europe and UK tour leg amid death investigation. That's all that I see. I don't see anything in regards to him getting arrested. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, hey, if you troll me, that's fine. But it is what it is, though. You feel me? We gonna make sure we do the research. I just ain't finna say he got arrested. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know what you think that you just did, but all right, horrible.
Speak for myself, and I just wanted to let you know that you need to relax because not every
See, just because you did that trend, you need to put some money in the pot. You need to do a super chat because of that, homie. Since you want to play, since you want to call yourself a troll.
Star that's
Don't worry though.
Or plays in the
we
game
gonna get there.
Wants to play the way we do, or wants to see the type of performances that we've had. So when I say let us speak for ourselves, I mean just that, Patty. Let the All-Stars speak about us. Let the All-Stars speak about the game. Everybody has an opinion. You have an opinion, but just don't be disrespectful, especially coming from somebody who's been in the game, who's been carried by a lot of All-Stars. A lot of these wins that
you don't
say
have to,
you've
man. I'm
had,
just talking.
Being a winning player in the NBA, a lot of those wins, basically every single one of those wins, you were being carried by an all-star, if not two at the same time. So for me, I just took offense that you could even come out and even say that we take the game for granted because of what you see on 1-2 hours on a Sunday night as a fan watching the game. I'm just disappointed as an NBA brother of yours that you would come out and say something like that. If you really know me, and you really know how much I care about the game of basketball, you really know how much I'd rather see my teammates succeed than me, no matter what my numbers look like. I'm sorry the way I play the game, the way I can come off a pick and roll and find somebody to score or actually put the ball in the basket myself. The numbers generate the way they do, but I promise it's not a selfish bone in my body. But I know a lot of people.
You may think that an adult that can't stop watching the P word looks something like this, but this is what they really look like.
Was wanting me probably just to listen to that Drake song and post that bar. We all know how that goes, but I wanted to play your game because I know you wanted to react to me and say what you said about me for attention, for some subscribers, for some likes. I hope you get all the attention, all the love out of this that you wanted, all that you ever wanted. Here you go. But I promise you, this is the last time I'm talking about it. I got to go get ready for a season. I got to go get ready to try to win a championship. I'm going into year 8, about to be 27. You're 37, my guy. I'm going into year 8, about to be 27. I ain't even enter my prime. I'm glad you transitioned over into the media field. I wish you nothing but the best. I will forever be pro player in whatever we do. And I'm going to just leave it here with this. I want us as players that if we do leave the game and go into the media space, that other players that are still playing don't have this certain image of us where it looks like we just saying things or we're doing things for clickbait or for money. And we better than that. And I didn't want to be here to do this, but I'm giving you this as a gift for everything you meant to this game on the defensive end. But seriously though, you did mean a lot to this game, man. I got nothing but love. If you want to chat, you got some teammates that know my number. Or if you want to just keep talking about it, you can keep talking about it. I got to go get ready for the season. I got some teammates that are counting on me to be ready for the season. They know I'm going to be ready. My coaches and my staff knows I'm going to be ready. I got to go to the gym again to make sure I'm continuing to stay ready.
He keep talking in circles. Overall, let me give my whole perspective here. All right. I gotta give my whole perspective here because as a former hooper myself, as a former collegiate hooper myself, I gotta give a little insight. You feel me? I don't think, I gotta say it, I don't think Trae Young should have responded. I don't think Trae Young should have said anything at all. You should just focus on the season. Excuse me. Lead it to Kevin Durant. Lead that to Kevin Durant to respond. You know, Kevin Durant is on the back end of his career. He's gonna get ready to retire within the next 2 to 3 years. You feel me? So lead that to him. Trae Young, you still young. You still young in your career. You still early in your career. You shouldn't even be worried about what Pat Bell talking about. That's what he's gonna do. He's in media, so he gonna talk his talk. He gonna give his talking points. He gonna say certain shit. He's gonna say some polarizing things. He may say some shit that you be like, bro, what the fuck is you talking about? He gonna say some things like that. Even though he may not have been a top dog in the NBA, people still know who Patrick Beverly is at the end of it. They still know who Pat Bev is, whether we like it or not. We still know who he is. You know, whether we know him for his annoyance as a defender on the court, because I still don't, like I said before earlier, I don't look at him as a top tier defender. However, you know, you can't take the accolades away from him. You know what I'm saying? A first time all team defender, and then the second team, you can't take that away from him. Right. But, you know what I'm saying? But that's but you still know who Pat Bev is. But you should just let it talk. But then for Trae Young, big dog, you just gotta eat that. Let them talk they talk and just do your thing on the court. As Cam Newton would say on 4th and 1. Shout out to Cam Newton. Shout out to Peggy. Let the main thing be the main thing. Let the main thing be the main thing. Focus on the game. Don't worry about all the social media shit that's going on. You're gonna have a lot of that coming on, especially the better you become, the more that you focus on your game. Oh, it's shit. Even the worse that you get, people gonna talk about you. But it's more so the better that you get, the more solidified that you become, the more people gonna talk about you, whether you like it or not. And you ain't gonna be able to respond to everybody. Just let that shit rock out. Let that shit continue to play. Let them continue to keep putting your name in the algorithm. Let them continue to keep talking about you. That's going to bring you more visibility. That's going to bring you more sponsorships. That's going to bring you more money and more deals overall. Let them niggas keep talking about you. Let them keep their name in your mouth. Don't even say nothing. That's what they want you to do. Don't say nothing. Just keep rocking out. Pull the LeBron on them. Don't say shit. Don't say shit until, don't start talking. Don't start saying shit until the back end of your career when everything is solidified. When you like, man, I'm finna retire in a couple years. I've done everything I needed to do. I ain't got shit else to prove to no fucking body. I'm considered one of the best to ever do it. So now I can go do it. I can get on podcasts. I can go talk basketball. I could create my own basketball podcast and talk the way that I want to talk, say the things that I want to say, you know, talk back to people who've been saying stupid shit about me my entire career. Now I actually got the leverage and I got the visibility to do so now. Why don't you do that? Don't worry, nigga, you 6 years in, fam. Like you said, you ain't even in your prime yet. Focus on that. Don't worry about what Pat Bell talking about. If you already know that you was cooking him anyway, so why you even responding to him? Just let that shit be. Leave it be. Because again, Pat Bev is in the media now. They gonna talk. They're gonna have their own points. They're gonna say certain shit. You be like, bro, Pat Bev, what the fuck is you talking about? That's everybody. That's the same shit that they did with Cam Newton when he was talking about Jalen Hurts, and he was talking about all the quarterbacks. How he called Jalen Hurts what he called a time manager. He didn't call him an elite quarterback. He didn't call him an elite quarterback. He said, that's just a time management quarterback. There's a difference. But people will jump down his throat. Pause. They jump down his throat. So you shouldn't even, to be honest with you, you shouldn't even make this video. You shouldn't have said shit. You should have stayed quiet and let Pat Bev talk. That's what you should have did. Pat Bev was the defensive menace on the court. He is an annoyance on and off the court. And I don't think, but that's what I'm saying, Bull City. I don't think he was a menace though, bro. Like I said before, I think Drew Holiday is a better defender than him. Drew Holiday was a real defender. Pat Bev was just an annoyance, bro. He just, like I said, he was just a gnat. Shit, James Harden was cooking his ass. He was just annoying as fuck. Matter of fact, let's go. We got time. We locked in tonight. Let's see something. Let me see something right quick. We here now. Yeah, we here now. Let me see. It's a good one. It's a good one.
They're going to try to go through AD again. How about the rotation over by you-know-who? That was something. What a great read. What a great read.
I got you. I got you, Bull City.
To the chest of Anthony Davis. A lot of people are losing to the Bucks, and I think Anthony Cooper is showing everyone, please don't forget about his name when it comes to MVP.
Beverly knocked it out of the hands of Harden. Lou Williams. Zubats fobbles. Grizzlies get the turnover. Jones against Beverly, lays it up, and Beverly with a rejection.
Pretty shot. This is how most teams operate. Knocked away by Beverly with the steal. For Golden State. He's got 11. 16 have come from Lou Williams. Curry inside, goes into the defense of Beverly with a foul. Man. Unbelievable in this game. Patterson's three. Green's rebound. Curry the other way. Lost it. 8 turnovers. Shamet.
Jamie thanks. It's the second consecutive head coach. On the other side, it was Monty Williams with Phoenix, just raving about the work ethic from Kawhi Leonard, as Patrick Beverly leaves his defensive calling card and picks up the charge. Late in the clock for Conley. Bogdanovich. Knocked out of bounds.
Awesome defense there by Patrick Beverly.
And the rebound tipped out. Second chance opportunity for Oklahoma City.
Stripped. 2 minutes to go in a very unusual NBA score in the second quarter. Jaylen Brown turns it over. Here comes George. That's a timely bucket.
And Beverly all over it. Takes it away from Wanamaker.
Did not hit the rim, or did apparently. Now they...
All right, hold on. Let me see something. All righty, let's see here.
Spin move by Mills. Screen by Pop. And what a spin move by Mills. Oh, he just broke Beverly's ankles.
My team fast break points in this game. Chris Dunn just broke the ankles of Patrick Beverly, but couldn't make.
Now it's Westbrook one-on-one with Beverly. Oh, Russell Westbrook up with it.
Beverly watches Harden. Two former
Oh, I remember this.
Harden gets around him, fires a three, got it, and send him to the line. Great with defenders, the former MVP.
Boy, that was the one. But when he cooked,
shot.
bro, when James Harden cooked, let me see. Let me get a better visual on that one. When he cooked Patrick Beverly like that, fam, boy, I was like, oh hell no. Well, I won't want that. You talking about illegal aliens?
And neither team fouls to give, both in the penalty. Under 2 to play. Harden, step back, puts up the three, got hit, shots
That's
good,
crazy.
and one. James Harden, double team, and a chance for a 4-point play.
That's crazy work.
He just looked
But
at the
you
crowd
saw his
and
knees
said,
buckle.
wow.
Y'all saw
Like
Pat
he
Bever's
is
knees.
in awe
Watch
of
his knees.
himself
Watch
at
his
this
knees.
point. Don't reach,
Woo!
because he's going to preach of
No,
himself
watch his knee. Watch his knee. Watch his knee.
at this point.
Look at his knee right. I'm surprised he ain't tear shit right there. Look at how his foot is turned. Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact, Bull City. Look at his feet, bro. And then look at his knee. Fam. Hold on.
Don't
Woo! God.
reach, because he's going to preach.
Ran into his whole defense, his teammates.
And then you're forced to close out. And one. Wow. He should have just said, I am a bad man, and I got this game.
That's crazy. You hear me? That's crazy. But like I said before, man, Trae Young, you shouldn't even respond to it. You should just let Pat Bev talk like he always do. Just like Bull City said, he always talking on the court, off the court. You should just let him talk, bro, and call it and just let it be. You shouldn't even respond to that. You just wasted your time and energy doing all of this shit. You shouldn't even done that. Let's just keep a buck. Let's just keep it a buck, bro. Real talk. Just keep it a buck. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit that bell notification, man. So let's go ahead and So I want to go ahead and pivot over real quick to Molly Querim. Shorty has left First Take. And I want to know why. I don't know why either, but I guess there's some little information that we can get in regards to it. Give me a second here. For Marcellus Wiley. So I want to hear. I know he gets the scoop on a lot of different things, so I want to hear his take on it and see exactly what's going on, because I don't know. I just know that she left, and I'm not hearing as in the reason as to why she left or what was the reason. Was it because of Stephen A. or whatever the case? I'm hearing different stories, so I want to see what he got to say about it too. But so make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure I hit that bell notification. Let's rock out, man.
An executive reveals why Molly Qerim's exit was so abrupt. Now, this is interesting for a couple reasons. One, just the mere fact that an executive is going to tell us why Molly's gone and Molly hasn't said a word. Interesting. And two, why would an executive at ESPN talk about talent that's no longer on their network? That's not how they usually roll. Maybe they're trying to frame this one a little different. So let's read into this. Speaking to the Athletics' Richard Deitch in a yet-to-be-released podcast episode, ESPN president of content, Burke Magnus, publicly addressed Qerim's exit for the first time. And when it comes to the reason why she left the network before her contract expired at the end of the year, the ESPN executive pointed to the initial report from Sports Business Journal's Austin Karp, which first revealed the UConn alum's impending departure. The one thing that was unexpected was the timing of all this, Magnus told Dice. She, Molly, put out a statement because there was a report on it, so it kind of got out of our respective controls once that happened. While Carr's report stated that Karen will be leaving ESPN at the end of the year, a subsequent social media post from the longtime First Take host made it seem like the timeline will be more immediate. Yes, she did. Apparently, at least one, and maybe both, of the parties decided that it was best to part ways now rather than spending the next 3 months with uncertainty surrounding the show and its host. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let's talk about this for real. Let's go behind the scenes because Burke Magnus just told us that, hey, it got out of our hands because Molly confirmed that report, but put some immediacy on it that we weren't expecting. We both were kind of on the same page of let's just ride this out to the end of the year after your contract's over and then peace, goodbye. Well, I think that is very interesting for so many reasons. So let's just reframe everything first. Reset. Molly went to work on Monday, right? Finished her job on Monday, left without ceremony, went home, and then a report comes out. That report comes out the next morning. Instead of Molly showing up to work, she puts out an Instagram post. And in that Instagram post, you guys remember, one thing she didn't mention was anybody by name, including Stephen A. Smith. Now, I've left a show or two before, and trust me, you're going to name some names when you leave that. Just think about Shannon Sharp when he left Undisputed. Goodness, it took about 10 minutes of all the names he dropped. That's my point. Molly didn't do that. So that lets you know already there's some friction behind the scenes. Okay, so they're reporting that it's supposed to be the end of the year. Molly, by action, says it's right now. Instead of I'm leaving now, I'm leaving right now. She made it immediate. And then Stephen A. Smith makes the statement. Now, interesting once again,
So let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think it was something between Stephen A. and Molly Quero? Do you think that there was something going on? Do you think it was something going on behind the scenes? Or was it one of those situations where, okay, all right, so I got, so let's just play it. Let's just play it out. Do you think it was one of those situations where, one, Stephen A. was playing his, I guess you could say, playing the power move, like, hey, I'm the big dog here, you know what I'm saying? What's good with it? Why you ain't hollering at me? What's really pressing an issue on trying to get with Molly Quero? Could that be it? Or do you think that it was one of those situations where it was consensual between both parties and something popped off on the back end, and so Molly Quero was like, hey, bro, I gotta go. I gotta get up out of here. Or could it have been some disrespectful shit going on that they disrespected Molly Quero, and now she's like, nah, I can't stay here much longer. I can't wait it out for the year. I gotta get gone. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and comments on this, because I'm still trying to figure out what's going on.
People, all these differences, right? These contradictions in terms of how they usually move and how they're moving with Molly. Max Kellerman left. Stephen A. Smith didn't even show up for the last day. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Mm-hmm. And we all know that typically they don't talk about talent when they're gone. They just say, thank you for your services and we wish you well. This is a little different for many reasons. So when they're trying to paint it, it looks a lot different. Here we go. This is what's going on behind the scenes on the real. Molly was going through a contract negotiation, obviously, and that was not going well, obviously, because Molly wasn't getting what she wanted. What did Molly want? Molly wanted to do other things at the network, which included.
I want to introduce you to this platform called SimilarWeb. They've kindly sponsored this video. It allows me to steal my competitors' data's website traffic.
Hosting her own show, kind of the Max Kellerman plan. I leave First Take, that's fine. Y'all got other shows out here, or we could create a show, whatever it may be. Let me land on my feet within the network, still be at the worldwide leader and do my thing. Now, that wasn't happening. They weren't signing off on her not only hosting another show, but doing other shows within the network. So what happened was offers for her to stay there. Now, reportedly, she's making like around $500,000 a year. Now, contrast that to $20 million a year for Stephen A. Smith, and he's number 1 on the show, and you number 2 on the show. You can feel.
You think so? Bull City. So it would be tough to imagine a world where Stephen A. could pull a Molly, more of not wanting to work with an asshole. He has to be tough to get along with. I mean, that could possibly be an issue too. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't take that off the table. I think that could be a thing too. Just because I do think that Stephen A. is an asshole, real talk. But also it will make more sense because I do believe that Stephen A. ain't gonna jeopardize a bag either. So if there's any point of contention where it could potentially jeopardize a bag, I think Stephen A. would definitely remove himself from the situation. So I do think he's smart in that aspect though. So kind of now that I kind of think back on it, I don't think it had anything to do in regard to anything sexual. I don't think it had anything to do with that. Now that I think about it. Now I could be wrong, but because I think that Stephen A. he wants to protect his bag, especially when he did it with Shannon Sharp, and he does that with most things. He got to protect his bag, just like he did when he was going back and forth with LeBron James. You know, he talking about, I don't want to talk about this. Yes, you did, nigga. You knew that shit was gonna hit media, so you knew you was gonna have to talk about it. And you knew it was still going to continue to give you more visibility and bring more eyes to your channel. Don't play with me, bro. You ain't finna gaslight me. But yeah, I agree with you, Bull City.
A certain type of way. But hey, you got to only eat what you kill. And they didn't feel that she was killing it to the point where they would make her a better offer. And when I say we, I'm not just talking about Burke Magnus. I'm not just talking about all the other bosses that Stephen A. Smith mentions. I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith as well. Because remember, he's an executive producer on that show. And as he will always remind you, that's his show. Think about it. So Molly wants more money to stay on that show. If I'm going to stay, you're going to have to pay me for my suffering. Or give me what I want, give me some more, and let me go do more. They balked at both. So now, what else is going on behind the scenes?
That's true.
The relationship with Stephen A. Smith, one of the worst kept secrets in the business, is that they have a good relationship. They don't. Right? They kind of tired on each other, etc. I'm not going to go into all the messy details, but the point is they weren't cool with each other to the point someone you work with for 10 years, you don't even mention them when you're gone. And you don't even give them that like partner heads up on air. Like, hey, we did this thing together. This thing is over, right? So that lets you know the business was ugly behind the scenes to the point and the personal relationship that I won't even give you that grace. I won't even give you that out. So that's how that went down. Their relationship, not good. Okay?
Makes sense.
Now,
that makes sense.
The last part of it is, this is the twist. She wanted to do other stuff. No, basically. You wanted to host your own show. No, basically. You want more money? Not much. Now, who signs off on all the money there? Think about it. Think about it. The bosses. But who are the bosses? That's Stephen A. Smith as well. When there was a Kenyan Perkins had his deal. And when Perkins was up, remember, Perkins was getting a day job rate, and he turned that into $700,000 a year job.
Yeah, that's a good call out. Listen, I do think the more that I think about it, there have been a lot of people that have come and gone when it comes to the Stephen A. show. There have been a lot of people that have come and gone. And I do believe that Stephen A. is an asshole. Or let me rephrase. He may not be an asshole. He may just be a real stickler when it comes to the money. And because he's put in so much work, he's put in the effort, he's scratched and clawed to get to the fucking top, and not even Molly is gonna jeopardize that. So it's like, look, shorty, you talking about you want more money, you need to come with it. Your body and your face alone, that ain't gonna work. You're gonna have to come with it. You're gonna have to be a big dog out here. And so that's what. So now that I'm starting to look at it from a more objective point, I can see why. And it's like, nah, she probably wanted more money because she thought that she deserved it. She's been doing it for 10 years. And they're like, nah, I don't see it. I don't see where this will make sense for us. And of course, Stephen A. gonna sign off on it too, because he got partial. He a boss too. So I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, nobody came to see you, Molly. Yep, exactly. Ain't nobody gonna see you, Otis. Yep, that's exactly why. That's exactly why. It brought a little bit more eyes, but if it would have made more sense, it would have made more sense if in some cases Molly knew what the hell she was talking about. So that didn't help the case. It's like, look, you can't be in sports, can't just be pretty and then be a bimbo at the same time. You gotta know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, cool. You pretty, you know what I'm saying? This pretty privilege ain't gonna work over here, shorty. You in the sports world, you gotta know what the fuck you're talking about. You gotta come with some receipts, you gotta come with some facts, you gotta come with some data and statistics. You gotta know what you're talking about. You gotta know the history of the game. You gotta know it. You gotta know, you gotta do your research. You feel me? So I think that's possibly what it could have been.
It's just talked about that recently.
So completely remove the whole sexual aspect off the table. So completely move that off the table. Now that I think about it even more, I don't even think that was even the case. I don't even think that was even on the table. So yeah.
Recently about how Stephen A. Smith has that pull. Stephen A. Smith even talked about that when he checked Cam Newton recently, talking about, hey, I've hooked a lot of guys up with money around here. Dan Orlovsky raised his hand in that moment. Ryan Clark, obviously another beneficiary of Stephen A. Smith. When he signs off on you, when he signs for you, you get what you want. But guess what? There's a flip to it as well. When he doesn't sign off on you, when he doesn't sign for you, you don't get what you want. And that's obviously a carry chance.
That's why, I'm sorry, I'm gonna let it play out. But that's exactly why, Steve, that's exactly why Shannon Sharp left ESPN. That's the same reason why when that shit happened with Shannon Sharp, that's when Stephen A. got on screen and said what the hell he said. Stephen A. was not finna sign off on that. He was not gonna be attached to that. So of course, on the back end, he was like, nah, fam, like I fuck with you, but I don't fuck with you like that. That's a huge allegation. And we as a business and a company can't be tied to that. So we gotta part ways. We got to. That it just won't work. It just won't work. And like I said before, Stephen A. is not gonna jeopardize him. He ain't jeopardizing the bag, bro, at all. So now it starts to make more sense, bro. He ain't jeopardizing the bag for nobody. He ain't jeopardizing the bag for nobody. He don't care if he knew you for years on. He don't care if it was Michael Jordan himself. That nigga ain't jeopardizing the bag.
Champion, Max Kellerman, Shannon Sharp, even because of his relationship with his bosses. Now think about this. That relationship allows him to know information that others don't and have influence that others don't. How much you could get paid. You can get the money if I sign off on it, or you can get what you want if I sign off on it. But the thing is, he didn't. How did he know so much about Shannon's situation? And as soon as Shannon went through that fire, he was the first one on air saying, come on, man, and talking on both sides because of the bosses, because he was in that meeting. He was in that meeting knowing what the fate of Shannon Sharp was months before Shannon Sharp knew, months before the world knew. That's my point. So he runs with the bosses. And the last point that I wanted to make is one of the bosses in particular, everyone knows in the industry who that person is, but no need to out him. The point is that person, along with Stephen A. Smith, ain't seeing the talent, not seeing the love for Molly Karam. And she knew this. So when that report comes out, I guess it triggers her, or more importantly, she's like, why am I sitting in a situation that I know won't get better? Yep. Think about it. You too. Beat it up in the comments. Tell me your thoughts about it. But when you know you need to do something and you know it's best for you, what you waiting for? I think Molly woke up that morning, Tuesday morning, said, What am I waiting for? So we see a situation. Think about if you're Molly, you're working at a network where Mina Kimes is making way more money than you. And Mina Kimes is the number what on what show, right? You're number 2 on the number 1 show. And she is what on what shows, right? So your point is like, and you know, you see Malika Andrews, all that, that's a different lane. That's a whole different animal, different beast. But the point is she's seeing not only people getting paid and none of them really on the number 1 show. Think about it. Malika's show, always struggling in terms of who's going to be on there. Oh, the cast is not it. Oh, they haven't got their traction yet, but she getting paid. Mina Kimes, a lot of people criticizing her. At the same time, she getting paid. Yep. And then you, Molly, I'm number 2 on the number 1 show we got. And I can't get none. That's what was going on behind the scenes. So Molly finally woke up, said, fed up. Enough is enough. All right. Last point I want to make on all of this is this.
Let me read this real quick. Stephen A is a part of the second generation of ESPN analysts. Stuart Scott, Chris Berman, and a few others were on another level. ESPN fell off after they phased out or died. Yeah, I agree with that.
These type of offers and opportunities, these squeeze plays happen all the time. So either A, you get exactly what you want, which is hard, but it happens. It's happened before for me. I understand. B, you get most of what you want, and it's a win-win. They get most of what they want. You get most of what you want. That happens the most. Then there's a C, which is, we really don't want you here, but we'll take you if we can take you on our terms, right? And that happens sometimes. And then there's this situation where it's not going to work out. And it's not going to work out because we're going to make you offers you have to refuse. You have to refuse it if you care about yourself, your future, and you really want to go after it and get it. So like I told you in the first video, when it first happened and the news of this broke, I didn't want to mess with Molly's money. You know, these situations are always based on the contract having a non-compete. So you just can't wake up and go somewhere else. You can't just show up on Fox tomorrow. We got to work this deal out. Fox has to unravel this deal, right? Unwind this deal for that to happen. So you got non-competes, you got NDAs, and you have non-disparaging agreements, right? You can't talk bad about this network. So basically, Molly is getting paid right now.
Yep.
To not say anything bad and to keep quiet about this whole situation. That's why the bland Instagram statement. And that's also telling she didn't even put her boy in there because really they not that cool no more. That ain't her boy. So that to break all that down. There's more. Now there's more. Trust me. Molly has to land on her feet and her new gig and all that happens. And trust me, between that time, between now and then, a lot of reports going to come out. I will respond to those reports, but I won't be the first one to do it.
I do believe that Molly Querom is going to find another position somewhere. Now, where that place might be, it may not get as many views or as much visibility as First Take. Or she might end up going to a show where it's all women. Or she might start her own shit. Listen, I'm a fan. I was talking to somebody the other day. No, we were having a conversation last night downstairs, right? And we were talking about actors. You know, chicks like, you know, when we were talking about chicks that they got their positions in acting just strictly based off of their looks. Chicks like Megan Fox, right? And the conversation was like, well, she's not really a good actor. She's just stiff, which is fair. But then I said, well, why not lean into it? Because you got a lot of these women who are gorgeous women, beautiful women, but they don't want to be objectified. Why? Use what you got, leverage what you got to get all the shit that you can get. And then once you're getting all these positions, then you can start implementing the things that you can start adding more to you. So I'll give you a prime example. Look at Salma Hayek, right? She was getting positions strictly based off of the fact that she was a fine Hispanic woman and she had the joints up here. She was a baddie, right? But over time, we start to see her in more movies. We start to see her in more. She started to get more visibility. And then on top of that, we also realized that Shorty was a little funny too. It was like, oh shit, she kind of funny too. I bet I rock with her. Damn, she fine and she funny. I bet. Same thing with Sophia. Listen, I might butcher her name. I'm just gonna call her Sophia V. Y'all remember Sophia V? She from Modern Family. She was the Hispanic woman who has the strong accent. Her, right? Again, another one who got a lot of gigs because of how she looks. She leaned into it, but we also realized she's funny as well. And she used her accent and she used her beauty and everything in between to bring that character out. And on top of that, she's funny. She can be very funny as well. So why not use that? And that's what I was saying about Megan Fox. Instead of her talking about what I don't want to be, because we were talking about the Transformers and shit, which I love the Transformers. And they were like, well, she was so stiff in the movies. I'm like, yeah, she was, but her character didn't require much for her to be doing anything extravagant. She was supposed to be the beautiful face. That's it. She was supposed to be the prime trophy girlfriend. That's it. That's all she was. She was just, I'm following Sam with Wiki. That's it. But she didn't want to. She wanted to. I don't want to be seen as I don't want to be objectified. Why the fuck not? You know that you're gorgeous. You know that you're beautiful. Lean into the shit. Fuck are you talking about? So this is the same thing with Molly Querim. She ain't that good as an analyst when it comes to when she was on First Take. She was just a pretty fucking face. But when it comes to sports, a male dominated, where it's male dominated, you gonna have to come with some facts, because these niggas, you talking about a bunch of sports heads, a bunch of casuals, a bunch of fans, bunch of analysts who watch the game in and out, who know the game through and through. You gonna have to come with it. Your pretty face ain't gonna just get you, it's gonna get you in the door, but you're gonna have to be able to talk to. So if that's the case, and if she is as good as she say she is, or as she believes, she can go get her own podcast, start her own podcast, and start talking about these sports, start talking about the Cowboys. I think she's a Cowboys fan. They see, is she a Cowboys fan or is she a Giants fan? One of them, I forgot exactly. But start talking about these sports, start going in. And listen, you're gonna be in the same realm, in the same the realm as Stephen A. And if you really want to go at it, if you really want to be the big dog in it, lean into your beauty, use that shit for an advantage, get stronger in your arguments, get stronger in your facts, get stronger in your knowledge in football and in sports overall, and go the fuck in. Because you automatically, just off your looks, you're gonna get a ton of subscribers. But then on top of that, if you know what you're talking about too, oh, you're gonna have a lot of people tuning in to you. It's a fact. And then because it's your platform, now you can do the same shit that Stephen A was doing. It's like, hey, look, this is my shit. I can kick whoever out and I can bring whoever in. I'm the big dog of this shit. I'm the big dog. Use that as leverage. Grow your platform. Become the big dog. Now you got Stephen A as your competition. And then when they see that you're doing numbers and they see you doing big dogs, and you start to get upcoming analysts who also know what the hell they talking about, and you get other people who may be, a little bit more appealing to the eye, whether it's a man, pause, or a woman that know what they're talking about, which I would say get a man, pause. Just simply because you will want that as well, because it's a male dominated sport. So you will want a man on there, but then you got a woman, y'all going back and forth. There you go. Boom. Now you got a heat seeker right now. You feel me? Go and get Rachel. Go and get the red-haired Rachel. Go and get her, because they lowball her ass too. They did her wrong like a motherfucker. Now, I ain't talking about, was it First Take? I don't think it was First Take that did it wrong, but yeah, bro, they did her too. Doris Burke is the female analyst that can actually hold her own with basketball knowledge. She is not much of a looker. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So she may know what she's talking about, but when I'm sorry, I just gotta say the truth out loud. If you're not that attractive as a woman, you're gonna have to do some extreme shit. Meaning you're gonna have to be entertaining as fuck. You're gonna have to come with it. If you're not attractive, if you're not easy on the eyes, when men see you, when they come to your platform, when they come to listen to you talk sports, right? You may know everything about, you may know everything, the ins and the outs, the X's and the O's, all the play, everything when it comes to each and every sport. But if you aren't easy on the eyes as a woman, it ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna get the visibility that you should be getting. Now, if you take Molly Querum, who has the looks, but then she has the knowledge as Doris Burke, she finna do numbers. She finna go crazy. They gonna do numbers. And look, Bull City, if anything, if she was smart too, she would go and get Doris Burke. She would go, because all you need is Molly Querum. Doris Burke should go get Molly Querum to bring more visibility. That's exactly what she should do. Go and get Molly Querum. Gonna bring more eyes, because now you got beauty and you got brains. You got beauty and you got brains. Boom, you got one that's a beauty. She knows so much. She know a little bit of what she's talking about. But then you got Doris Burke, who knows exactly what the fuck she's talking about. Yin and yang. You put them together, you got something crazy going. Now you got a gold mine on your hands. See, man, look, I need to listen, bro. Listen. While I'm up here talking about it, I might need to rethink some things about the Courtney Edgar show, man. No, we got some good looking ladies on the platform for banter and barter. Got some good looking ladies. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ashley and Kim. Shout out to them.
While money is in the air. And right now for Molly Querum, there's money out there and there's money in the air. Want to make sure she lands on her feet before we go there. All right. So now, beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you think about this whole situation, what's really going on. But obviously, when you have an executive come out, and this is not the typical behavior of the executive to explain a contract situation and to try to frame it differently than the fact that, we thought she was going to stay. When do you ever hear that from them? So you know this is something else. There's a lot of protection services right now, a lot to clean up behind the scenes so it doesn't spill out, so they don't look like that they're dysfunctional, that there's a lot of infighting. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you think. That's it. Just wanted to get that out there because it's real. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so now, you know what we do on this show, boy. I'm about to rap. We flow, boy. But before
that boy said he about to rap. No, sir. Absolutely not, my dog. No, I'm not gonna listen to that. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification, dog. So yeah, man. I think overall, I think Molly Querum is gonna be okay. I think she's gonna be straight. I think she's gonna fall on her feet. Either she's probably either another either another sports media is gonna pick her up, or she gonna start her own thing, which I think that she should start her own thing. I'm just gonna say it like that. And maybe that just may be coming from my perspective in regards to, because why not? We're in the world of media now. We're in the world where everybody can get a podcast, and then let's be real. A lot of people can make a lot of money doing podcasts, doing live streams, doing, posting videos and different things like that. But you just got to bring your own swagger. You got to bring your own style to it. And I think Molly Querum, like I said, she got the looks. Use it. Use it as your leverage. Or find another sports talk show that you can jump on for the time being. Do exactly what Shannon Sharp, do exactly what Cam Newton is doing. Start your own show but also find another sports media company that you can work as well, and you can just play the two. You can use that, bring that audience that was over there. You can bring them over to your main platform where you talking your talk or talking about whatever topics. Do that shit. You can do that as well. So I think she'll be straight overall. I think she's gonna end up landing on her feet, real talk. So that's my thoughts on it. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification, man. So let's go ahead and go over to the next topic of tonight. Sarah Fotnot. Yes, Sarah Fotnot. She brought, because at one point, you remember Sarah Fotnot was on Paul Pierce, the Truth After Dark podcast. Sarah Fotnot was on the Truth After Dark podcast. But however, the Truth After Dark podcast has been invited to Sarah Fotnot's podcast. So we want to talk about this. And Paul Pierce like calling people out. So Sarah Fotnot asked Paul Pierce, is she cooked? Let's hear what Paul Pierce had to say about it. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Let's rock out.
And when you are at a job, you get promoted because what? You're doing the job.
Yeah.
You're doing
them nails is crazy.
Good. Yeah. Why are we promoting ourselves when we have not done the work to get that promotion?
The work.
Period.
Yeah. That's so good. That's so good. And it's true because marriages and kids don't make relationships.
Yeah.
People think that marriage and baby.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just saying. All right. Give me a minute. Bear with me for a second. Look at the makeup. Look at the makeup and look at her neck. Look at the makeup and then look at her neck. That's a lot of fucking makeup, bro. That's a ton of fucking makeup. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a ton of makeup, bro. Why you got so much makeup on? Clavicles out and everything, but why you got all this big? You can tell. Look at the tone difference. Look how light her face is versus look at her neck versus her face. Two totally different shades. That's crazy. Ladies, why y'all don't pay attention to that? You do know that's a different shade, your face to your neck. So that means the shit that you wipe off your face, that's about to be like mud. So you about to be a different person when you take all this shit off. That's how I see it. Take the weave out, because that ain't her real hair. That's for sure. Take the makeup off. Take the contouring off. Take the lipstick off. Wipe all that shit off. I guarantee you, Sarah Fotnot does not look the same.
These will save the relationship.
And
no,
they make
it just
it
makes
worse.
them worse.
That bald-headed baby ain't gonna save you.
With colic, don't let them have some colic things. Sleeping.
That's gonna make the relationship worse, honey. I would never have a baby to try to save something.
Never.
Okay.
I will be barren before that happens. Okay.
For real. No,
my eggs are already dust because I'm cooked, Paul.
Damn, no.
I'm cooked.
Nah, you good.
Am I?
Yeah, you straight.
Am I?
I mean, you cook, but you good. You good. It's good.
According to Paul Pierce, I am cooked.
This is like Thanksgiving right here.
That's a lot of meal. Okay. You know what I will say though? I don't feel like I'm cooked. Although I really want to know, what does it mean to be cooked?
All right. So,
like you done with, you washed up, you burnt out. Because that's what I hear.
That's what I hear.
Okay, so like my definition of cook is different, but in the streets,
he be bugging.
Definition of cooked is like you out the game.
Then
you out the game. You on the bench.
Like you washed up.
It's almost time to retire.
Retired of what? Marriage?
When they said I was cooked in basketball, it was time for me to hang it up. It's time for me to. I was on the Clippers. I was cooked. I wasn't getting no minutes. I wasn't getting no minutes.
Damn.
I was just on the sideline coaching it up. Teaching the next generation. So,
I am not cooked.
You're not. I don't think that she's cooked it all. Beautiful.
Tom, you gotta start teaching the next generation.
That's the shit that blows my fucking mind, man. Y'all gotta start looking into I hate when women do that. Y'all gotta stop lying to each other, bro. For real. No, like real talk, real facts, real life. Y'all gotta stop lying to each other. You're not cooked. You're beautiful. Cool. Now, don't get me wrong. Sarah Finite is an attractive woman, just like Azar. She's an attractive woman, right? But it goes deeper than that. The talking points that they have, the things that they say. Listen, bro. I don't even think. Listen, I don't know. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm gonna jump off on a limb here. I don't think either one of them have kids, right? And I'm pretty sure they pushing past 35. They pushing past 35. They don't have kids. You aren't married. Now, I know a lot of women, well, what does it mean? So which one is it? It's a red flag. I'm doing the Kevin Hart. It's a red flag. What you mean? What you mean? What? So now it's a red flag because now I ain't never been married before and I ain't got no kids. So which one is it? Nah, it's the fact that you an attractive woman. But yeah, you ain't got no man, but you talk about how high value you are, how your standards are so fucking high. And you have these standards about yourself. But yet you still ain't got a fucking man. Now I think Azar, last time I heard that she does have a man. So I think from the last, I think it's when they were on Truth After Dark that she does have a man. So, but I'm talking about Sarah 59. And I think Sarah 59 got one too. So, I mean, could be a situation. I don't know. Could be a thing, maybe not. But I'm talking about for the women who are actually single. The ones who are actually single, the ones who are actually here, maybe a little attractive, the ones who don't have any kids, but yet they still can't find a man. If you can't find a man and you're an attractive woman, you claim to be high value, you claim to have these high standards. If you can't find a man, the men aren't the problem. You are. That's a fact. That's a fact. Because let me show you how. Let me flip the script. If there's an attractive man, let me use somebody that everybody know. I'll use this guy just because he fit the description of somebody that's, I wouldn't necessarily call him high value, but he would fit the description of just a regular person, right? Dude Dennis. Let's use Dude Dennis in this regard. Dude Dennis got money. I guess most women would find him attractive, right? He got the pick of the litter of any woman that he wants. Real talk. He has the pick of the litter. He can choose any woman that he wants because every woman is throwing themselves at him. So would I claim that something wrong with him? Or would I say that can't really say that something is wrong with him because men typically choose relationships. Most women get themselves, they choose, they look for a certain type of man. So they put themselves in certain circles so they can be seen. Men don't put themselves in circles so they can be seen by women, technically speaking. They just are where they are. And then so therefore women see them and find them and they put themselves in that position to be found. So therefore that man can approach them and then talk to them. So
they don't make the same mistakes.
Well, thanks for its giving. I have a podcast. I can teach y'all to do what I didn't do. Damn, cooked is crazy. I think I'm marinated.
I like that.
I'm seasoned.
Seasoned.
And everyone says I'm cooked. All my DMs and everything I have is like, Paul thinks you're cooked, but it's okay. I want you. I'm like, listen.
Look, if you let the friend zone down, I bet Paul would take you too.
Man.
Listen, the friend zone. But
marinating.
Marinating, I feel you.
I'm marinating.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you feel like, because you're a beautiful woman, I adore you. You have such a positive, amazing energy. I don't know if they can feel it through the screen, but in person, you're like such an amazing person. I've done podcasts with a lot of women, and I love doing a podcast with you because you're considerate. You're so eloquent. Like, I adore you. I think you're amazing.
It's a nice thing, by the way.
I thank you. I do feel like you're not cooked. But let me ask you this question. When you were in your...
Why do y'all do that? I feel like you're not cooked. First of all, you fucked up when you said, I feel like. That's one. I feel like you're not. You ain't dating her. You aren't the one that's dating her. You aren't the one that's going to shoot your shot at her. You aren't the one that's going to be dealing with her. Why do y'all always do that shit? I don't feel like you're cooked. But when you hear it from a man's perspective, it's, oh, you're misogynistic. You hate women. Bro, we're telling you, you might be cooked, fam. Then you got us women like Azar. You're so beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful women in the fucking world. That's a lot younger, that ain't on the type of time that Sarah Not is on. Come on, fam.
20s versus now in your 30s.
Yeah.
What is the difference? Because for me, in my 20s, I wasn't given. It's giving. I was giving. You know what I mean?
I definitely do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more in tune with me and myself and my body and even how I look and present myself and everything. Like, you're still learning that.
Yes.
You're not putting on the oils and you're not smelling good how you're smelling. You're not like, you don't have that. You know? What do you feel?
I think that why do I feel like it's better to have me now than then, essentially?
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
So I think because when I was 20 something, I was definitely insecure in my body. It was definitely, lights off. It was definitely pulling my shirt out when I sit down. It was definitely, a lot of physical insecurity. But more than that, when I was in my 20s, it was about me. Like, I was ride or die with my person, but I didn't know how to seek the need of my man before he expressed it.
Ooh.
I didn't know how to understand when he's having a bad day. I didn't understand how to even though I tried, I did my best. You know what I mean? I think I've always been a down girlfriend. Like, I've always held my man down. I was cooking for him. I was doing all the things, but even my food is better now.
Same.
You know what I mean? My recipes, I've perfected my recipes. Even the conversations are different, where now it's like, when you are in tune with somebody, it's like a look to be like, oh, babe, it's time to go. Or like, oh, babe, this ain't it. I didn't have the intuition at 20 that I have now. I wasn't able to say, you know what, baby, that might not be a good deal, because I didn't know any better. I was wide-eyed and just excited and bushy-tailed and like, oh my God, everything is awesome. Now I know everything is not awesome. And there are people that are out here trying to seek, kill, and destroy your happiness. And also, I didn't have the relationship with God that I have now. So the level of praying that I do now, the level of favor that I have now because of the integrity that I believe I believe we get A-level blessings according to our A-level integrity with God. And I feel like I'm in integrity, and I've been in integrity this whole time, that now my favor is overfloweth onto my man, and the biggest thing that I think I have now versus my 20s is my relationships. The fact that I can put my man on, even if he's already on, I got something for everything.
Exactly.
What do you need?
You need a doctor's appointment. I got the best doctor.
What do you need? You need a celebrity. You need a back rub. You need a acupuncturist.
Yeah.
Same. Whatever you need. And if I don't know, I know how to figure it out. I know where to go to get the information. So I feel like, I was cool in my 20s. I'm cool. I'm a decent looking chick. Okay, cool. But
You're beautiful.
thank you. It's an us thing. What I bring to the table, you can't even see. And then on top of that, I've harnessed my light. Back in the day, it just used to shine everywhere. I didn't know. And then you don't know what happens. If you in a dark place shining a flashlight and there's vampires around, you first want to get picked off.
Why y'all always feel like y'all got to find yourself when y'all single? I don't know if she had a father in her life. I'm talking about, bro, they way the fuck off target. They are missing the target. But again, she asked her, what does she feel? So she only going based off of what she feels. But I guarantee you, the men that dealt with her, The men that see her today, that are trying to date her today, will probably have different thoughts and opinions in regards to what she just said. I feel like I cook better. Of course, you're supposed to cook better. That's naturally supposed to happen. Over the years, you've cooked, you've learned, you've tried different dishes, you cooked them over time and over again, so you perfected that. That's supposed to happen. Just like in relationships, when you're dating someone, you're supposed to get better. You always gonna grow. You're always gonna grow. You're always gonna become more. You're always gonna become better. You could do that shit in a relationship. The problem is a lot of people don't, when they get in relationships, they think that that's it. It's over with. Everything is done. I'm here. I won. Now I can kick my feet up. No, nigga, that's when it starts. The boyfriend girlfriend stage, nigga, that's preseason. The regular season starts when we get married, homie. That's when you're supposed to put in the work. That's when you talking about contracts. That's when you talk about different deals and bad deals, and when you talk about different sponsorships, when the you know what I'm saying, when management is tripping, when the coach is tripping, when you ain't getting enough PT, when you feel as if you've been putting your hours and time in and they don't want to pay you more money, all of it, that's when the real shit pops off. When you gotta compete every single day because that second and third string is waiting for you to fuck up so they can get their opportunity. That's what it's go time when you get married, bro. All that shit sound good on paper, man. If that was so good, I'm sorry, Seraphi. Now again, I'm just gonna speak from the fact that you don't have a man, right? I'm just gonna speak from the fact that you don't have a man because I don't know if you do or don't. So if you do have a man, then I ain't talking about you. But if you don't have a man, I'm talking about you. If everything is so great about you in regards to what you just said and everything that you just listed, you would have a man 1,000%. You would not have an issue with getting a man. But I think what happens is when you get on these podcasts, you say all the right fucking things. You say everything, you say all the right things. But then when it's time to actually put all that shit that you're talking about to action, none of it exists. That's what I think happens. So when you got the Dr. Bryans, just like she contradicted herself on that podcast, which is fucking crazy. And then Azara, again, I don't know if she has a man or not, but she still needs a little bit more training. Yep, I said training. She needs a little bit more training. And then Seraphi, I don't know if she has a man or not, but the things that she's saying, it sounds phenomenal. But again, is it translating though? Do you have a man that's adoring you, that you're doing all these things for? Do you have that? Because you ain't in your early 20s no more. You ain't in your early 30s no more. And shorty. Matter of fact, let me see how old Seraphi Not is. So that way I can be a little bit more accurate. Three years ago, women. So shorty's 30. So she's 37. So Sarah Fontenot is 37 years old. So she's 3 years. So she's 37 years old. Still solid. 37. You're 37 years old. Don't know if you got a man or not. Don't know. But if everything is so great about you in regards to what you listed, you should have a man right now. That's a fact.
Now I know how to harness my light. I know how to play second. You know what I mean?
That's
especially as a woman, a lot of women don't know how to play second place. You know, if we go out, you are stunning. You are amazing. I will gladfully and gratefully place second place. If they want an Azar, ooh, I love that. I'm going to talk my girl up like crazy.
Same.
There's zero competition because I know who I am and I love who I am. So there's a lot different for me now. And then I really also know my body.
That's the one.
This is the sexiest, the finest I have ever felt in my life. I mean, no makeup. This is lights, camera, action. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But when I'm barefaced, my skin is glowing. I had acne when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
My skin is glowing. My body is fit. I am strong. And I know how to work me, you know? So I think there's a lot of differences. I don't know. That was a lot.
That was amazing.
That was a lot to take
That was a
in.
lot.
No, but it was good. And I'll tell you what I took. So, you know, I sat here and listened to both of y'all say, what's the difference between you in your 20s and 30s?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys used words or sentences like I'm more in tune with my body, or I've learned to, what you say about your light? Harness your light. Well, yeah, of course you're more in tune with your body, you know, because in your 20s when you was throwing it around to all these other men, you didn't know nothing, y'all. You know, y'all was being thotty. So now you get into your 30s.
Never been a thotty in my life.
Now that y'all in your 30s and your light ain't shining everywhere, now you keeping it in one place because it was everywhere in your 20s. And now y'all at the point of desperation. That's why y'all know how to do all these damn things.
Leave it to Paul. We cook.
Hey,
I ain't never been a day in my life. Never. I never been a whole day in my life, like as in like promiscuously. I ain't never done that.
Let me say this. If I was a man, and I know that I'm not, right? And I had you, and
Don't
I had
even do
a
it.
23-year-old, right?
Don't even do
Cute,
it. Don't
whatever.
even do it.
I would go with you, but I was
Azar, come on, man, bro. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Don't even say if you were a man, because you ain't, because we, of course, we know what you gonna say. We know you gonna say something stupid. Oh, I'll go with you. Of course you gonna say that dumb shit because you up in that age too. So therefore, that's validation for you too. Oh, well, yeah, because us 37, 36-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? We the ones. Hey, man, going on, bro?
I would go with the 23-year-old if I wanted to manipulate her, if I wanted someone naive, if I wanted someone.
Here we go, shaming language. It's always manipulation, huh? It's always manipulation. It's always manipulation. Anytime it's somebody younger, it's manipulation. Men would tell you straight out the gate, I'm not manipulating her. I'm telling her what it is. I'm telling her exactly what it is. Every time you ask a man, hey, why would you date a younger woman that's, let's just say 24, 25 versus a woman that's 34, 35? All right, well, because they got less baggage. They typically have less baggage, which is fair, correct? Because more experiences cause more trauma and everything else, so on and so forth, right? They haven't experienced much in life, so therefore I can be that person to teach them that. I can be the person to show them that lifestyle, right? I can be the person that put them in different circles, put them in certain circles, correct? I can show them what it means to be a wife, or help them understand what it means to be a wife. That means I can bring them around women who are married, women who are conservative women who understand what it means to, that when you are in the marriage, it ain't about you no more. It's about us. And it's about the family. It's about the name. It's about you. It's about understanding that you aren't bigger than the fucking program. That's what it's about. Y'all keep worrying about, oh, you trying to manipulate. Nah, nigga, it ain't about manipulating her. Nigga, we ain't playing. Nigga, this ain't the fucking Riddler, bro. I'm not trying to play games with the chick. I'm rocking with her. So therefore, I'm gonna show her, look, if I'm a high value man and I'm in certain circles, I'm in certain places, there are certain ways that you gotta move. So I'm not manipulating you, I'm training you to be the best version of yourself for me. I'm not manipulating you. Manipulation comes with lies. Manipulation means I'm telling you one thing and I'm doing another. I'm telling you this so that way I can do that. That's not what manipulation is. I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you how my life is working. I'm telling you what the things that I do. I'm telling you how I operate. And I'm telling you this train is going to go this way. Are you going to be on this train that's going this way? If not, you can jump on the train that's going that way because that means we aren't in alignment. That means you want to be on your own program. Cool, be on your own program. Go that way because I'm going this way. It ain't manipulation, bro. Nothing about that. Let's see something. Let me look at this real quick. Because excuse me. Exactly. Training. Exactly. Training. You feel me? Let's see. So, manipulating someone means using clever, deceptive, unscrupulous tactics to control or influence their thoughts, emotions, or behavior to achieve one's own goals, often at the expense of the other person's well-being or will. So, what that means and what I was just saying is this. I'm telling you where I'm going. So let's just and listen, this ain't got, I'm just using myself as an example, okay? Say I said, look, I see a 25, I'm 35 years old, right? And say I see a 25-year-old, she's extremely attractive, right? She fucking with your boy. And I say, listen, I got this going on, I got that going on, I got this going on, I got that going on. I'm on this train. I'm going this way, right? I'm going this way. And if you decide to jump on this train, you need to understand that you aren't bigger than the program. Neither am I. I got a goal. I got milestones I'm trying to hit. I got a destination into where I'm going. There are things that I understand and that I know just based off of my experience in life. And I understand that you are a bit younger, and I understand that there are experiences that you have not experienced yet. And so that way I can help you and guide you through those things because I've experienced it already. I can help guide you, train you, so that way you can understand how to operate as my woman and how to operate around the other women that are also in these circles that I am in. And these women are typically married women. So what the biggest thing that you need, the biggest takeaway is that you aren't bigger than the program, meaning it ain't about you. That's what it means. It's not about you. Anywhere in what I just said, does it sound like I'm deceiving this person? Anywhere in this, does it seem as if I'm manipulating this person? Or I'm trying to achieve my own goals at this person's own will? Does it seem like that? No. Because I'm telling you, I'm laying everything out on the table. I'm letting you know what it is before you decide to jump on the train. At this point, because you see everything is laid out for you to see, and I explained it to you. No manipulation, not deceiving you, no tactics, no skill, no influencing of thoughts. I put this on the table. I didn't influence you one way or the other. I told you this is what it was. And if you decide to jump on that train, you signed up for what is to come with that. And what's to come with that is everything that I laid out on the table. Where's that? Where in the book is that manipulation? Please explain to me. But these older women, they love to use that. They love to use that as a shaming tactic. And that's not what this is. Blows my mind.
Easy if I wanted someone no opinion, if I wanted someone that I could just be like, girl, boom, if I wanted someone I could play with. Yeah. I'm not going to play with you. Right. Right? Because I know you know yourself.
Time is running out. That's why they not want to be played with. They don't got time to get played with no more. That's the truth. Y'all ain't got time to play no more.
I don't agree with that. And I think that for me personally, like it's hard for me to even be single.
Yeah.
Because like I have people who want to be in relationships, not just have sex with me, not just any of those things. I feel like I'm a woman of value.
Yeah.
And I feel like men understand that about me, and it's not coming from a place. I don't operate from a place of desperation. And a lot of people give advice from a place of desperation.
Yes.
I do not. I'm not desperate.
No.
I never have been desperate, and I never will be desperate.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I know what I bring. I know who I am as a woman, and I understand my value.
Yeah.
And a man wanting me is not going to change that. Period, point blank. So you can make it seem like my worth is determined by a man, but it's not.
Right.
Okay.
And I hope that young women don't believe that.
Yeah.
Because you are who you are regardless of who wants you. And the moment that you give people that power is the moment that you're going to feel real bad about yourself.
Man, that shit sound good, man. This sign fucking language, man. I can't stand when women do this stupid shit. You know, oh, your worth isn't defined by a man. Yeah, yes, it does. Because what you have to do is called coping. That's exactly what this is. This is coping. Because you realize you don't have the flair that you once used to have. You keep talking about the men that's in your DMs. No, them niggas that's in your DMs are the niggas that just want to bust you down. It's the niggas that you really ain't checking for. But the ones that you really are checking for, they ain't checking for you. That's exactly what this shit is, bro. I'm not trying to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. You can say that shit all you want. Oh yeah, I got niggas that's all in my DMs that want. I'm talking about they ain't just trying to fuck. They want to be with me. Cool. They want to be with you, but guess what? Them ain't the niggas that you checking for. But the ones that you actually checking for, they ain't checking for you. Because the ones that actually want you, because all of this shit sound good, bro. It does. It sounds really fucking good. If you didn't know no better, it sounds phenomenal. You like, damn, bro, she cooking right now. But then when you peel the layers back and understand the place that she's coming from, the niggas that she don't want her, bro. That's why she talking like that. That's why you start to, that's a coping message. That's a coping mechanism. Oh, well, it's my value and no man is going to change that. If any woman feel as if they need the value of a man, then I'm telling you something's wrong with you. Bitch, no. No. Everybody is measured on the level of success by something. Men are measured, their success is measured by the amount of money they can make and the status that they have. Point blank, period. You can sit here and talk the bullshit about, oh, well, I know my worth. I know how successful I am. I know how confident I am. And they should accept that. Bullshit. The results ain't mathing, bro. That confidence that you talking about, I don't see the results. What are the results in your account? Where does this confidence get you? Where's the money at? Where's the success at? I don't see it. Where's the status at? I don't see it. Same thing for women. Oh, well, you should know your worth. I know my worth. I'm this, that, and the third. I'm this type of woman. And if you don't accept me for me, no. Instantly. I can, bro, this is what I'm saying. I'm listening to her right now, bro. Mind you, I don't got a dog in this fight, but I like to use the hypotheticals. I like to put myself in the situation. But again, I know I don't have a dog in the fight, but I can understand. In the past, I can understand and look at her and say, nah, I wouldn't want her. Right out the gate. That's not the chick I would want to choose. Just based off of how she's talking right now. She's combative. She would play a chameleon. She would act as if like, oh yeah, I'm a sweetheart, I'm a feminine woman for my man. But as soon as one thing goes wrong, guess what? The real her gonna come out. I know what it is. You talking about your worth and shit. You talking about your worth. What is your worth? What is that? How does that translate to the type of man that you want? You talking about the type, you talking about what your worth is as a woman. Okay, so how does that translate? The type of woman that you are, what type of man do you feel, because since y'all like to use the word feel, what type of man do you feel as if that you deserve? And once you list that, once you put that shit out there on the table and tell me exactly what it is, the type of man that you feel as if that you deserve, flip that shit around and tell me, does that fit? Does that work for him? Then you'll have your answer. Because I already said it before. He don't want you. You could talk about all the niggas that's in your DMs that say they want to be in a relationship with you. They ain't just trying to get to the box. Nah, you don't want them. But the nigga that you want, he don't want you. He ain't checking for you. That's a fact. That's why you see chicks like Summer walk out here dating these 65-year-old niggas. Ain't nobody checking for y'all, bro. Ain't nobody checking for y'all. These young whippersnappers, bro, these young Thundercats who out here making money and who actually have standards and they got dignity and they care and they got confidence in themselves. Those type of men, they don't want to deal with women like y'all who are combative, bro. It ain't got shit to do with nigga can't control. Nobody's trying to control you. You just got to understand that you ain't bigger than the fucking program, dog. Y'all don't understand that shit.
Because when they take it away, you're going to cry and you're going to want to die. Never give people that much power over you. He who controls you, he who makes you mad, he who angers you controls you. Don't ever let anybody do that. So Paul saying I'm cooked and saying we cook, baby, you can have that. That's cool. It's okay. You ain't about to piss me off. Because I'm cooked, but trust me, a lot of people want to have a place.
Okay.
Get into that. They want to eat it, keep it, digest it,
period, and
be
do it
around
again.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I really do feel like we marinated. Like I don't feel cooked. But I do think that now the caveat to that is I think we are exceptions to the rule.
I do.
And the reason why I say that is because we work on more than just our bodies, because we are women with actual virtues. And in 2025, that's hard to find. That seems like an exception to the rule.
Okay, so let me ask y'all a question.
Okay.
Since y'all not cooked.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Are y'all red flags?
I'm not.
No.
I mean.
What's a red flag? Like, why would I be a red flag? Because I'm cooked?
No. I mean, I'm saying you got kids?
No.
You been married?
No.
You in your 30s?
Yes.
Red flag.
Why is that a red flag?
Because we all know, we looking at y'all. I mean, I'm looking like, damn. Like if I meet y'all and I'm like, damn, y'all fine. Y'all, no problem getting a man and all that, pretty smile, elegant, speak, all that. Y'all, I mean, based on what y'all saying, top tier.
Thank you.
So go.
What's the problem?
What's the problem?
Okay, I love this question. Should I go or you?
You go.
So this is the thing. I feel like when you are a woman of substance, you do have a lot of options, but your pool is very small. There are a lot of people that will be interested in you that are not in alignment with you. And so if you start looking at filters of men, right? Men that know themselves, men that know God, men that feel good in their bank account, men that are kind, men that are attentive, men that are good to their families, men that are kind to their mothers, men that all of these different things, whatever the filters are, you have a very small pool.
Yes.
So then after you filtered all the way down, you got to think about the people that you're actually in alignment with. Which one of those people are heterosexual? Which one of those people actually want the same thing that you want in life? And so I don't think that it's a measure of, because I've had, like, I'm going to talk.
And again, it's never, it's always about them, bro. You aren't bigger than the program, bro. You aren't bigger than the program. That's what you got to understand. I don't care how fine you are. I don't care how feminine you are. I don't care how much you talk to God. I don't care what kind of money you make. I don't care how well you can fucking cook. I don't care. If you think that you are bigger than the program, it's going to be an issue. That's a fact. Feel good, right? Feel good in the bank account. If you think that you are bigger than the program, you already taking the L. And mind you, she broke it down like a fraction. Listen, once you get these men that he's confident in who he is, I'm gonna use Dr. Bryant's terms. he's a high value man, and he's a high functioning man, which means he's a top tier of the top tier. Meaning that's a very small percentage of a man. And mind you, when you start to go into the nuance of it, how tall do you want this nigga to be? Does he have a college degree? Do you want him to be black, white, orange, or green? It don't matter. When you start to add in all of those different variables, then that number gets even more smaller, right? So now you're talking about, is he a homosexual or is he heterosexual? Boom, that number goes down even lower. So, oh, okay, well, do you care if he has kids or not? Okay, he don't have kids? Bet. Number gets even smaller. Is he married? Do you care if he's married or not? Okay, I do care if he's married. Okay, so he got to be single. Bet. So you start to break down the variables. Okay, so now that you understand that he's a fraction of the percent of the type of men that are out here, that means how the fuck do you think that he need to be on your program versus you being on his? He's the top tier of the top tier. The tippity top pause. That means he got the pick of the litter. That means you need to be phenomenal as a woman. That means you need to be, that means you gotta be top fucking tier. It ain't about him aligning with you. You gotta align with him. Because y'all want leaders, right? Y'all want a man to lead you, right? So that means he don't need to align with you. You need to align with him. Since he's a high functioning, high value man, you need to align with him. It ain't about aligning with you. You aren't the main character. You're not. Y'all got a main character syndrome, bro. You think it's about you. It's not. Real talk. And this is not me hating on women or no shit like that. I promise you, it's not that at all. But I gotta call it a spade a spade. I gotta be honest with you. I gotta call it for what it is. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it with you. I'm not. You aren't the main character here. You claim that you are a high value woman. You claim that you got all these accolades. You claim you got all these intangibles, all this extra shit. You claim that you're a top tier woman, right? Cool. But you also claim that you want a man that's high functioning. That means he's a leader. He's ambitious. He's making good money. He's emotionally intelligent. He sees things that you don't see. He's your protector. All these different things. That sounds like a leader to me. That sounds like a top tier. That sounds like a man of fucking men. And you mean to tell me that he needs to align with you? And he's supposed to protect you, but he got to align with you. No, shorty, you got to align with him. You got to align with him. That's a fact.
Talk about my past, not right now. I've had incredible dating experiences in the past, right? I've dated some incredible men, really and truly, but they weren't my man because what they wanted from their life wasn't what I wanted. And that's okay.
I want to say this.
Before you go.
Okay.
All right. I heard all the things you said, but like that list of things you want from a man, that's not got to start getting shorter. Because you gotta open your pool up a little more.
Nah, I'd rather be single. I would rather be single because I'm happy. You got to be better than my solitude, Paul.
Okay.
And that's the thing. A lot of women take men because men try to weaponize singleness, and they make you think that you're not valuable anymore because you don't have kids. You've never been married and you're in your 30s. But the truth is, I say no. Well, in the past, I was saying no all the time, right? All the time. I say no way more than I ever say yes. But the question is, are the yeses in alignment?
I love that you said they weaponize being single. Because a lot of men will be like, well, you have to. I don't have to do nothing.
Right.
You're right. By myself, and you don't understand.
Let them chicks down the hill by themselves. Let them down the hill by themselves, bro. That's a fact. Let them down the hill by themselves. As they continue to get older, as they continue to realize that more people ain't checking for them, once they realize that all them people that want to be with them, I guarantee you, bro, that shit gonna change. But as long as they got people in their DM, as long as they got men in there talking about, yeah, baby girl, I'll take care of you. I'll do everything for you. Shit, I'll drink your bath water if you let me. They gonna continue to keep thinking the way that they think. But the moment that that shit go dry, them DMs go dry, niggas ain't hitting them up no more. They're looking for the next best thing. Then they're gonna be on the fucking podcast crying, hooping, and hollering. I just want a man, to love, admire, and respect me. And it hurts my heart because I'm such a great woman. I'm such a great woman. And all I wanted was a man that aligns with me and just adores me. Things like that. And so it hurts my heart. I always wanted a family. I always wanted the family. But I care for me first. I care about my life. I care about who I am as a woman. And so it hurts my heart. But I understand. And then next thing you know, you got another. Now you done built up another Tracy Ellis Ross. It'll be the Golden Girls 20 years from now. 4 women in the house that don't need no man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like all that shit sound good, man. All that shit sound good when you young, you pretty, you vibrant. All of that sounds good, man. All of it sounds good. It sounds great. And because the reason it sounds great to them, again, is because they got people in their DM. They got suckers. Just like the video I had earlier today, just like what I was talking about earlier today with your boy, Papi Chulo. Y'all remember Papi Chulo? When I was talking about Papi Chulo, when you got guys like that who want to simp and guys like Yada who talking about pay them $300,000, go ahead and pay them $300,000 just for no fucking reason, they gonna continue to talk the way that they talk. They gonna get, as long as you got Yadas and Papi Chulos out here, I guarantee you they gonna continue to keep talking the way that they talk, even when they 75 years old. Facts. Let me see. Makes no sense to me. I'm trying to understand it.
How good that feels. Like you should know because you've talked about it. It feels amazing. I'm in my bed. I'm chilling. It only a man who can make me be like, damn, like there's very few men in my life that I've been like, I'd rather be with you than be by myself.
Oh, say that.
Like there's very few men. And if I feel that way, then damn, he got me. Like that's just it.
Yeah.
If I don't feel that way, I have no business entertaining you. And I will say, based on what you said, ignorance is bliss. And that's the truth. When I was younger and I didn't care about the things I cared about, I didn't care about my solitude, and I didn't really care about this man's values and this. I cared about, was he handsome? Did he have this few little things? Could we have fun? That's it. That's all the qualifications a man needed. And he was over here and I was like, yeah, we're vibing. I had relationships, long-fledged relationships with men because it was like, okay, they're handsome. They're providing for me. They're cool. We have somewhat of a vibe. The sex is cool. So whatever, I'll be here because guess what? Everyone's saying that if you're single, you're not worth nothing. You have to get married. You have to do these things. But like I know, being single can feel wonderful if you love yourself and you like to be alone. So at the same time, men have to stop saying that to women because women, just like
it sound good when you ain't with it, sound good. But I guarantee you, when you get with the man that you actually truly love, admire, respect, and fucking adore, and it goes back the same way, he reciprocates that same energy to you, I guarantee you gonna want to be in a relationship instead of being fucking single. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. It sounds good because you're doing all of this shit for the wrong dude. That dude that you spent 10, 15 years with, that you know damn well that you should have left month 2 But you decided to stick it out because, like you said, you was only focused on the bot. You was only focused on him busting it open for a real one. Shout out to Anton Daniels. You focused on how attractive he is, and he was pulling the yadas and pulling the poppy chulos and saying, "I'm gonna pay for everything. I'm gonna shoot you $300,000. I'm gonna shoot you $300,000 just to go shopping instead of investing your money and try to build a solid foundation." Shout out to JB and investing your money so that way you can grow and make sure that you can actually live a really high value life. But hey, who am I though? Let them tell you, know, say, oh nigga, you just who is you? Nah, nigga, I'm a YouTuber, just like y'all ass is, nigga. I'm a YouTuber just like y'all, but I've been out here too in these streets, too, big dog. I ain't no nigga that's just been jerking off in my socks. Shout out to Anton Daniels. I ain't that nigga. You understand me? So I understand what it is. I understand what it is, and I hear sign language. I know sign language when I see it. Women who are truly happy in their relationships, they can't even remember what it was like to be fucking single, let alone want to be single. But because you've gotten used to it, you've coped with it, you understand because you are in a certain part of your life. You're 38, 39 years old. So you've had so much time to yourself. You ain't got no choice but to reflect with yourself. You have no choice but to focus on yourself because there's nobody else around you but you. When you get up in the morning, it's you. When you get up, when you walk through the bathroom, you see you in the mirror. When you come out the bathroom, it's you. You take care of you. So yeah, you learn you a little bit more. That's understandable. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to love yourself. You're supposed to understand and become one with yourself, but understand something. You ain't meant to be alone. You aren't meant to be alone out here in these streets. Cool, you enjoy your singleness, but it's a code. Especially if you've never been married, especially if you've never had someone that you truly admire, love, and respect on top of him loving, admiring, and respecting you. Now, I get it. If you've been married before and that just wasn't reciprocated on the opposite end, I understand that. That's a whole different topic. That's a whole different conversation for another day. But we're talking about the ones who've never been married before and the furthest they've gotten was fucking engaged. And all they talking about, well, I'm fine with being single. How? You're fine with being single because you know the man that you actually want don't want you. So that's a coping mechanism. But you got all these men in your DMs. You telling me all the niggas that shooting their shot in the DMs, you don't want them. So in my mind, that tells me, okay, so if all these niggas in your DM shooting their shot at you, there got to be at least one decent man in there. But you ain't gonna give him the opportunity because you got your mind fixated on the specific type of man that you want. But yet, you still single. So that lets me know, using my critical thinking skills, that lets me know that that nigga don't want you. Because if you claim to be this high value woman, that means, if anything, you're going to put yourself in the vicinity or an environment of that type of man that you want, right? You ain't going to just say some stupid shit like, I'm just going to let God place him in my lap or he going to find me type shit. I hope you don't say that. Jesus Christ, don't say that.
A lot of men will say they'd rather be alone. But if a woman says it, it's like, oh, because no one wants you, because you're this, because you're that. That's not true. Because a lot of men want us. But do we want y'all?
Yeah.
Do we want to feel like I want to not be alone? Because when I'm alone, I take myself here. I could go to the spa. I can go eat by myself at the bar. I can come home. I could chop it with my homegirls all day on the phone. I cannot care about having to get my vagina waxed every other week. I could be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when I'm with a man, he gotta be worth it.
Yeah.
You gotta be worth it.
And
That's
that's the
why I
part.
said, if you ever see me with a man, baby, he is so worth it, because I will never, ever, ever give up my solitude for a man that is not. I promise you that. Not at this age, in this stage.
Okay, so like y'all as women, y'all are natural, just like loving, nurturing. Y'all are just naturally, that's just in y'all to just kind of like, grab onto a man just naturally. Whereas a man, we not naturally as like touchy-feely and whole. And when we say we like being single, it's because we love peace.
Yeah.
Like a man will say, I like,
do we.
Yeah, you like the peace, but at the same time, y'all could be laying in y'all bed and just be, it's cold.
Nah,
you know what
not
I'm saying?
really.
Like it's cold in here.
You
like,
think
dang.
that, but that's not true.
Yeah.
Women like peace too, because let me tell you something. You get with a man, he might have children, he might have this going on, he might have another girl that still want him. It be so stressful sometimes.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, does he want her still? Does he with me? Is it like you be feeling all these emotions, and you have to feel like when I start to love someone a lot, I get stressed. I get nervous because I'm like, oh my God, this is so risky.
You just proved this point. You don't want peace. You don't want peace. You can't even sit. You can't even sit in fucking serenity and chill. You over here overthinking shit. Oh, does he love me? You over here catching anxiety. This nigga chilling in peace and harmony. You over here overthinking shit. That's y'all problem. You just told him. I thought you wanted peace. If you wanted peace, you ain't gonna be thinking. You're not gonna be overthinking shit. Why? Why won't you be overthinking shit? Because these are the conversations that you have when you first meet somebody. You understand where y'all trying to go. What's the destination? You understand what they want in life. Okay, so apparently if y'all dating, y'all are aligned, correct? Because that's what y'all said. Y'all are aligned, right? You are aligned. You want somebody that aligns with you, right? Even though I disagree, you should align with him. But hey, he's aligning with you. So therefore, why the fuck you overthinking then? Y'all like fucking chaos for no fucking reason. We're like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about, man? Shit, for real, bro. When niggas come, they generate chaos. Peace is never their comfort. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, what you over here overthinking shit? Everything's copacetic. Everything's chill. We chilling. We vibing. We on the same, like y'all like this, like y'all women like to say, we on the same vibration. You feel me? We kicking it. We chilling. We've had conversations. We've had the deep conversations. We've peeled onion layers back. We've gotten to know each other better. You know more about me. I know more about you. We had conversations on where we're trying to be in the next 5 to 10 years, and we aligned together. I told you straight up, hey, listen, I need you to understand something. I want to be here in the next 5 to 10 years, but I need you to understand something. You aren't bigger than the program. I need you to understand it. I need you to be very clear about it. You aren't bigger than the program. So it ain't about you. It ain't about me. It's about the program in which I'm talking about. That 5 to 10 year destination. That's the program. It ain't about me. It ain't about you. I just need to do my part in order to get us to that point. And I need you to do your part. So that way, to move the obstacles that may come in my life, I need it to be a straight and clear path so I can get there. That's your duty. At the end of that, through all of that, once we get to the destination, you then become the beneficiary of the success, because guess what? You played your part, I played mine. Nobody was bigger than the program. But you too busy overthinking shit, talking about, does he really love me? I don't know. He didn't smack my ass this morning. I don't know if he loved me. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. He didn't smack my ass this morning. Is he mad at me? Is it another woman? Why me, God? Oh, God. Like, come on, man.
This is so tricky.
Yeah.
I'm so scared because now it's too far in.
Yeah.
Like I've looked at a man in his sleep and been like, damn, I'm gone. I'm gone. It's
wide
over.
open.
Like, it's wide open. Everything is done now. It's too far gone.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing. Now I just got to ride this wave and pray to God that this is going to be cool. But when you're single, you don't have no one to like be stressed out about, baby. As a woman, you be like, whoo. You know, but it feels amazing. Don't get me wrong. When you have that right partner, I mean,
but that's the key, right partner.
Yeah. When you have the right partner, it's the best thing. I would love that. And I'd rather that than be alone any day.
Yeah.
But it takes that right person.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, so look, pause. I know you're enjoying this episode. I'll be super quick. Okay, when you are
Nah, I'm good. You can have that. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish out though, Seraphi. Now we're gonna take it out.
And if no one has told you today, you are freaking phenomenal.
Nah, you good. So I guess that was it. But overall, man, I thought Azar was getting better, man. But she's still on the same type of time that she was on when she was with Six. Now I will say that she ain't as loud and unruly as she was over there with Six. But nah, she still got the same. She still got that same rhetoric that she been talking. I don't know. She may not be with that dude that she was once with, because maybe it was the guy that she was with that she started talking soft and she wasn't talking as crazy as she is now. She talking right now. I don't know, bro. She bugging. Straight up bugging. And he said, we just want to fuck Keisha and don't about one friend. Women will love peace. Yup. When it gets conflict, generate chaos, peace is never come. Yeah, I agree, bro. Or you said something and they really don't like duty. That's the trigger word for them. That's what I'm saying. It's a trigger word, bro. It's a trigger word. And shout out to my girl Ashley, man. Shout out to my girl Ashley. She commented as well. I gotta go down the comments too. She said, so women's spotlight lower her women's spotlight lower her standards just to accommodate a man. No, Ashley, it's not about. I need you to understand something, baby girl. I need you to understand something. It's not about accommodating a man. It's the fact that you aren't bigger than the program, sweetheart. You aren't bigger than the program. It ain't about you. Real talk. Actually, we had this conversation on Banter and Barter Tuesday. We had this conversation. The type of man that you want, right? You said that you want a man that makes the same amount of money as you or more, right? Typically speaking. At the end of the day, you both are wanting to get to a destination in life, right? I need you to understand that you aren't the main character in this. It ain't about you. It's not. And if you want that man to make more money than you, guess what? You're going to have to get on his program. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to get on his program. Because that man is going to be the one that's going to lead your household, which you said that you don't mind submitting to a man. It ain't about you. So he don't need to align with you. You got to align with him. And if right now, and if any woman who sees themselves as single and they see as if, well, I see a lot of men, I don't got no problem with getting men, but I just want to be single by choice. No, it's the fact that the type of man that you want, he ain't checking for you right now. So that means you need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what it is that you need to do in order to align yourself with the type of man it is that you want. And this ain't me attacking you or attacking any women. This is just me being honest, being real from a man's perspective. So and this is not disrespect to anybody. I don't have an issue with getting a girl. I won't have an issue with doing that. So I understand what it means. I understand what that's like. I don't have an issue. So I'm not just talking because I heard somebody's talking points. I'm not just talking because I heard Fresh and Fit. I'm not just talking because I heard of Anton Days or I heard of Kevin Samuels. Nigga, I was out here in these streets. I was touching grass. You feel me? I didn't have an issue. So I knew what it meant to walk up to a girl and actually get rejected. I knew what it meant to walk up to a girl and actually get a number. I knew what it meant to play the numbers game. Like shit, if I walk up to 10 girls, I'm at least get 2 of them. I knew what it meant to have confidence. I knew what it means to be like, all right, I know I ain't the best looking man in the world, but I know I'm attractive enough that I can pull something. I just got to have a mouthpiece to do it. And that came with putting myself in the ringer, putting myself out there, getting rejected from time to time, and understanding what they were looking for, what they weren't looking for. And then just getting better over time. I understood those things. So it ain't just me saying some talking points. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. So if you want the type of man that you want, if you're looking for that type of man, you got to put yourself in that. You got to put yourself in the vicinity of that type of man. So therefore, if you ain't got that type of man that you claim that you want, or that you're seeking, or that you hope that falls into your lap, that means you need to do some more self-reflection in yourself and figure out what it is that you need to work on, and understand that you aren't bigger than the program, and understand that you aren't the main character. Here's what it is. Find is a crazy word. I'm interested in the man is looked at. Yep. Yeah. So just gotta call it. I gotta call it for what it is, bro. I gotta call it for what it is. It's the Courtney Edgar Show. We're gonna keep it a buck over here. You feel me? Real conversations, real solutions. You feel me? So we not partners. That's the biggest thing that stands out to me. Exactly. We not partners. That's what I'm saying. We ain't part. This ain't no business. Like, this ain't no business venture, man. They have a lot of me in their vocabulary, not we. Exactly. It's about me. Like, ooh, who aligns with me? Who aligns with me? No. Do you align with the program? Do you align with the program? No. All right then. So keep it pushing. Why folks got all these standards before they even get in the game? Man, exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. They got all these standards, but they don't want to get in the game. That's a fact, bro. But listen, man, let me know what y'all think, man. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. All right, so let's move on to this last topic of tonight, man. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. But I definitely think it's something to talk about. Miss Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been talking about Angel Reese for a hot second. And Shorty dropped, she released her shoe, all colorways, and Shorty sold out in 30 minutes. Shorty sold out in 30 minutes. Boy, let me tell you, that's phenomenal. That is phenomenal, dog. That is phenomenal because, listen, at the end of the day, regardless of how I feel about her play, I already said it before, she got the influence. So I know I've seen a lot of posts and people talking about, oh, well, y'all talking about the rebounds, y'all talking about rebounds and shit, but she sold out. Okay. Yeah, she's an influencer. Yes, she's an influencer. People rock with her. I've never negated that. I've never said anything other than that. People rock with her as an influencer, not as a hooper, though. Because if she wasn't an influencer, she wouldn't be selling out shoes. But I gotta give credit where credit is due. She did what she did. She sold the fuck out. Every colorway. They got all white. Matter of fact, let me put it on. Let me put it right here. All whites. They sold out all whites, the all pinks, and the white and blacks. Every shoe sold the fuck out. Congratulations, dog. Like, that's a great thing, bro. And I would never hate on that at all. I don't have anything ill to say about it. Matter of fact, let me see what this is. Let me see.
Noise, headlines, hashtags. They talk like they know me, like they built me, but I board anyway. They call it the hate train. I call it the warm-up. Every stop, more opinions, more pressure, more reasons why I'm not supposed to be here. But I show up, not for them, for the work. I don't ride the hate train. I drive it and I own the tracks. This is the Angel Reese One by Reebok.
Well, I didn't mean to do that. But now let's keep it a bean though. Them hoes decent though. They straight. And I'm pretty sure most people who bought them were hoopers anyway, hooper influencers. I'm pretty sure that's who bought them. And they bought them for, and of course, people bought it for the kids, bought it for the little girls. As you should. Do your thing. Like, I'm not finna trip on that. So now I want to see, and we said what they said, Andrew Reese's first Reebok signature shoe sales out hours after going on sale. Okay. So let me see something else really quick then. Let me see. Because I think they said that if I'm not mistaken, I think Caitlin Clark did as well. Let me see. Ooh, yeah. We ain't even seen the shoe. All right, let me show you the shoe then, bro. Let me show you the shoe. Let me show y'all these joints. These the joints right here, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what? I ain't gonna hold you. Them hoes trash. As a former hooper myself, I'm not putting those on. Now listen, I got a pair of some. Listen, so for those of y'all who may think I'm a woman hater, I'm not a woman hater. I got a pair of Sabrina Ion SKUs that I hoop in. Them hoes legit. They're the next best thing to Kobe's. So I want to go ahead and put that out there right now. And no, I ain't got no hate for Angel Reese at all. Shit, nigga, she making money. She getting to the bread. She getting to the dough. And if she sold the fuck out, solid. Oh, Shaq did? Damn. Now let me go to another. Now let me go to something else real quick. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Let's see. Let's see here. So Caitlin Clark also dropped a pair of sneaks. She dropped these joints. The Cobes with the Indiana Fever colorway. Them hoes sold out in minutes. Ionescu. Yeah, that's why I said Ionescu. Ionescu. Yeah, whichever one, bro. But I got a pair of them though. Do I got them? Do I have them in here? No, I don't. They're in the truck. But nah, she sold hers in minutes. She sold her shoes in minutes. So to get better visibility on them, let's see. So these the joints right here. Boom. Shit, I might have to buy me some of them. Them hoes cold as fuck. I love the Kobe's though. Them hoes always been cold. Them hoes always been cold. I got an old pair of Kobe's. They're like white, black, and gold. Same style here. But them hoes are done. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me go see if I can get them real quick. Let me show y'all. But look, listen. Don't expect no clean with them hoes are done, folks. Let me show you. Hold on. Give me a minute. as a motherfucking here, ain't it? Yeah, so these joints right here, yeah, buddy, they done for though. But if I can find somebody who can revamp these hoes up though, yeah, yeah. Those were the ones right there. You feel me? But let's go ahead and get into this video though. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Reese's Reeboks are the shoes that fans want to get their hands on, or maybe I should say feet in right now. WNBA star Angel Reese's Signature One shoes by Reebok sold out in mere minutes yesterday. That's according to published reports and a tweet by the Chicago Sky player herself. Reese said, quote, "I'm in full tears right now. Taking a leap of faith and launching 3 of my signature shoes at once was a huge risk, but guess what? They all sold out. I'm so thankful and beyond grateful,"
Man, those
she
are some
said.
nice looking shoes there.
I thought they were really
Wow.
cool looking shoes too.
Very
I like
sporty.
the color. Yeah.
Yeah.
So watch out, Jordan. I mean, his shoes are still selling and he ain't played forever.
Yeah, she got a long way to go to get to some Jordan. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect. Let's not do that. But yeah, man, shout out to Angel Reese, bro. Shout out to Angel Reese and making her sales get into a motherfucking bag. Get into a goddamn bag, bro. That's what's up. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Continue. I hope. Listen. I'm going to critique her. I'm going to continue to call her trash until I see something different. But she's still making her sales. She's doing her thing on the outside of the WNBA by keeping her influence up. You know, people rocking with her. There's a ton of feminist men rocking with her. All those different things. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're gonna rock with her because she's a black woman. You know, they ain't gonna speak ill on her. I'm gonna talk about it because from a basketball perspective. As far as her as an influencer, hey, she killing the game. She's doing her fucking thing. I rock with it. But when you talk about hooping, garbage. The shit that she talking about in regards to the team need to do something or she out of that, shorty, ain't nobody checking for you like that. You ain't like that. Relax. You ain't got that kind of pool. Cut it out. But when it comes to your influence, oh man, you top tier. You big dog. I tip my hat to you. Real talk. Oh yeah, that's a fat bull city. I don't think Shaq was gonna let that flop. He couldn't have it because if it would have flopped, that would have been a double whammy. That would have been a double whammy. And her entire career would have been. It would have been over with. It would have been over with, bro. Her shit would have been done. So yeah, Shaq had to make sure that shit went through, that it sold out, even if Shaq was the one who bought all of them. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, bro. That would be crazy if we found that out. If Shaq was the one who, you know, bought all the shoes to make it seem as if everybody wanted to buy them. Just saying though. But hey, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna put that in nobody's head. Bro. But it is what it be. It is what it be, man. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all. Should I do another one? Should I do another video? Because I was thinking about doing the LeBron James interview. Should I do it or should I just cut it? Because I'm already at 3 hours. 3 hours and 24 minutes, bro. Should I go ahead and cut it loose tonight? Should I cut it loose tonight? Should I just say fuck it? For real though, bro. Just saying. Could be. I could be 110% wrong. Or that could be an actual thing. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? You know, a lot of times the numbers can be skewed a little bit, especially when it comes to sales and profits. Numbers can be skewed. So now I think I'm gonna end with that one. Yeah, I'm gonna end with that one. I'm gonna end with that video. It was good. it was a good ending. You know what I'm saying? Talk about a little money in the aspect of, you know what I'm saying, getting to your bread, getting to your dollars. You feel me? So with that being said, man, look, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for kicking it with your boy. You know, we 3 hours and 25 minutes in. Listen, I be in here. I be in here. But make sure you tap in Tuesday night, Banter and Barter. You're going to have myself. You're going to have Jay Ben. You're going to have Ashley. You're going to have Kim. You're going to have Macaroni Tony. You have Marcus Courtney. And also, we got a guest on Tuesday night too, Miss Freckles. Jay Ben, Miss Freckles going to be pulling up Tuesday, dog. She going to be pulling up. So y'all make sure y'all be there for that night. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all be there. But until next time, man, I appreciate y'all. And guess what, dog? I will holler.